Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy GDP.
And your boy Swerve.
It feels like when I do the intro, I got so much energy, then y'all niggas just come.
And your boys. Niggas, why are you so energetic for? It's not the time for that. People are not here for your energy.
People listen to it in the morning when they get it, so they need to pick me up because it's their last day of work this week. They need that little pick you up to keep them running through the whole weekend.
So you that nigga when you walk into the building at 8 o'clock, hey everybody, what's going on?
What's poppin'?
Nobody wants to hear that. We haven't even woke up yet. Don't talk to me at least till 9:30. If I come in at 8, don't talk to me at least till 9:30.
You see the problem, Nate?
What's the problem?
Niggas that hate their life.
Yeah, put it on
I
you.
don't have a problem with my life. I'm just saying I'm not ready to start this shit yet.
I'm not directing it towards you, but like people at work, you come in energetic and happy, and they looking at you like, nigga, what the fuck?
I just got out of bed like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And you talking about you want to be all in my face talking about some shit I'm not worried about right now. I'm trying to clock in. I'm not trying to have no conversations for free. Let me clock in first, bro.
I can respect the not free conversation.
For sure.
Nigga, we have a free conversation every Friday, Thursday night. Every week, it's a free conversation, Nate. So I want to see how you can see the not free conversation, like you just said. Because nigga, we've been having a conversation for 7 fucking years.
That's fine,
and it's still free.
That's why it doesn't feel like work. As long as there's no monetary cost to it. It just flows like, oh, there's just friends meeting up once a week.
There's no monetary cost.
Yeah, it's not costing us no money or anything like that. Now, if it was costing us money, then it would be like, y'all would be like, oh, I'll be damned if Nate's late. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. That's why, hey, you ain't out here, I'm out of here. Hey, can we do this week? No problem.
I do that when it's free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My time is worth more than you think.
No, I'm just saying, if it was worth some money, there'll be a lot more structure behind it.
There'll be a lot more accountability.
There'll be a lot more professionalism.
Yeah, but
which I've been told you lack.
We're not pointing fingers right here. You know what I'm saying? we're not pointing fingers.
We're not name calling.
We're not name calling right now. That's what we're doing. That's not what we're doing right now. I'm just saying we're just putting up shots, having a good time, but we are working out the kinks in the background to give the people
the kinks, bro. It's listen. The issue why we can't have guests consistently. Or even
don't put that on me. That's every month. Oh, I love that. Go ahead.
It's because we cannot guarantee them a time that we're gonna record.
That's the reason we don't have guests.
Yes.
You didn't know? Oh, I'm completely shocked.
When you got somebody waiting an hour to log on,
never had that. That never
you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know because you wasn't online to see.
I didn't know that. That's doozy. I didn't know that was the reason for not guests. They are wilding. That's
it's your unprofessionalism that makes us can't do guests.
These lies. These are completely. That's not the reason we have no damn guests. It's because we just, like we said, we're playing it on the fly.
No, Nate, you're unprofessional.
On the fly.
Nate, Swerve, who's the most unprofessional person you know?
We already know. We don't even have a set time that we record anymore.
Listen, it's not unprofessionalism. It's ADHD. That's one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what it is.
You know, I'm not good with when you're in ADHD. You know what I'm saying? You're not good.
And I was just asking Swerve if you autistic.
That's not autism, but you know what I'm saying. But they throw everything in the autism spectrum.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm
sure it's somewhere
on the spectrum.
ADHD is definitely in there somewhere.
No, it ain't. I know. No, it ain't. I don't think it's on there, but I know kids that have it. Like
Nate, when you had it, we didn't have autism, so that's why
they did have autism. You know, autism isn't new, right?
Yeah, autism isn't new, but it's been a lot. It's diagnosed a lot more now.
No, it's been there, and that's why they end up changing the autism. They call the autism spectrum. They put the word spectrum. Basically, it swallows up all the other shit.
Oh yeah,
just about everything seems like.
So yeah, pause. And so in the 1960s, niggas had autism.
Yeah, but they swear that they gotten more better at. They said there's not more cases now. It's just that we gotten better at detecting it. I swear it's just bullshit. I swear there's more of it. I believe so, and I also believe that they also broaden what falls under the scope of it, so that way they have more money to treat it.
See, and in the 60s, Swerve, in the 1960s, they just called these people retarded.
No, but there's that too. Listen. That's an insult. That's an insult.
I understand it is an insult, but I also don't think that people
insult. Here's what I'm saying. Insult. It's not. Let me not make it an insult because I don't feel any groups above getting cracked on. So people for retardation is considered on the spectrum now. That's what I'm saying. That's what's kind of messed up about it.
That's probably top tier.
Right. It's crazy that there's that you even have the word spectrum because that means from full functional person to completely vegetable. It's still the same thing. Like get the fuck out of here.
All on the spectrum. It's like a rainbow.
It's exactly how convenient. What other thing could give you that much rage? You know what I'm saying? But when there's money thrown at it, just like anytime there's a discovery with medicine in America, apparently because you know how it is. Once they can throw as much categories under it, they're gonna do it. To me, it sounds real odd. The person that could be like a Mark Zuckerberg, who'd be considered on the spectrum.
Yeah,
So how? Come on. So the motherfuckers doing the more smart, the Elons, these motherfucking weirdos from the high.
But you know what's crazy? Crazy though? When you name these people, as soon as you say Zuckerberg, I imagine his face. I'm like, yeah, that nigga on the spectrum.
But my thing is having a social disorder.
You look at Elon always smiling.
Yeah,
like
Elon,
crazy.
come on.
I believe they have.
That nigga on the spectrum, bro.
But I don't, because Asperger's is on the spectrum, like those very high functioning, super smart, but antisocial behaviors. But to me, I don't see how that's the same as the one that's completely dysfunctional or completely the rest is really. It's such a wide range.
Adding retardation to autism spectrum is fucking.
It's crazy because there are people that are retards and there's people that are geniuses still on the spectrum.
Exactly.
So that's why it doesn't make sense.
That to me, that's what I believe. That's
just to label them all together.
So they're all on the spectrum. Technically, we can all be on the spectrum.
Yeah, we're very low on the spectrum, but we're on there.
You go to the doctor, you find something, they'll throw you on that bitch.
We're not at the peak autism.
I don't know. Nate's definitely higher than us for sure.
Nate's higher than us.
Remember, that's why it's called a spectrum. There's no high. Because what do you consider high? I'm more towards the Elon side then.
Nah.
The downside is the other one.
You more close to the. Hey, you remember Hubba Bubba?
That's messed up because he practically is on.
Dude, is he a celebrity?
A local one.
He a local celebrity.
I could swear I seen him on IG and like people know this guy. Outside of Palm Beach.
I know, bro. Yeah. That shit is crazy. That nigga is well known.
Damn.
Hubba. How the fuck do we get on that tangent?
I think that was the intro.
Yeah, about the end. It went down a long rabbit hole. Pause.
Yeah. What y'all boys been up to?
Let me see. Me last weekend, I was in Palm Beach on Saturday. I feel like, I was in Palm Beach Saturday. We were supposed to just do because my nephew turned 2. So he had a little birthday party and we were supposed to just shoot up there and shoot back. But that Saturday, I ended up having a meeting in the morning, and then I came home and then we left. We didn't get to Palm Beach until like 5:30. Of course, the party's supposed to start at 3, but we get there. The D not even too fair yet.
What? Fashionably late.
Yeah, and
you're still not on, and you're still early.
Still early, bro. Still helping set up the party.
That's the worst. When you go to a party and you got to help set up. That's crazy. I didn't come here for this.
That's when you get there early or you get there on time. But nigga, I got there 2 hours late and still was setting up the party.
My wife, she's a nice lady. She's always trying to help people set up. She volunteers to go to the house and help set up before, and be staying late after to help clean up. I'd be like, we gotta be like everybody else. Can we just show up and leave?
Yeah, the asking to help set up the party is crazy.
Volunteering.
Because you don't even know if there's a need yet. Because the party ain't start yet.
Nah, when girls be throwing parties, they be needing help. Even if it's just to throw ideas off. Hey, where should we put this? How should we set this up? I watched it plenty of times. I already know.
And you telling me they can't function.
They function when they need to. It's hard for them to get along at times, though.
So it's hard for them to make a decision or have like one leader. Everybody has to be equal.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, but they make it work. But I guess that's why there's it'd be a lot of animosity between women, because there's no leader and there's no one person that's saying. I guess because even
they're naturally communists. They're communists. They want one set outcome across the board.
And
that's
they want everybody to have equal.
Yeah, they want everyone to have equal. And then they always falls apart.
And me, I'm like, if we get into a group of people, like we go play ball, naturally you're gonna see who's the best player on that team. He's gonna want the ball, and people realize, hey, this guy. Once we see what he can do, we're like, hey, this is the guy right here.
Yeah, now
and we all fall in line. He's the leader now.
He the big dog now.
Yeah, and we just let it happen because we know this is how we're gonna win.
And I'm a good key player. I pass the ball to the rest of everybody else.
We play our role. It ain't a bunch of Indians trying to be chiefs.
There you go.
Yeah, men naturally build a hierarchy.
Yeah,
wherever they are, just naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Women have a problem doing that in a group of them.
I don't know if we talk about this. When you walk in a room, do you be checking out other people's height?
No, I just be looking down at niggas. I'm not one of these little niggas, so
yeah, exactly. But
I ain't one of these 5'7" niggas. So when I walk in the room, I just walk in the room and I look down.
Most of the time you walk into the room, you're the tallest or biggest dude in the room. Most of the time.
Near or close to, pause.
And if you're not, you're gonna look around and be like, it might be one.
Hey, yo,
pause.
That was crazy. You're the biggest guy in the room.
Pause. You're the tallest guy in the room.
Okay.
You're the tallest guy in the room most of the time, some of the time. But if there's like 1-2 other dudes, you want to look around because you're thinking if something goes down,
you gotta size them up.
Can I take who do I need to take? And can I take this dude? And can I take this dude?
Just stop right there. The way you thinking like that, that's how short people have to live their whole life.
Yeah, I just that's crazy. Right? Yeah, it's crazy. Because everybody in the room is bigger than them.
Size up. As men, we automatically size up who could be a threat to us.
Yeah.
Imagine every small guy see every fucking person like that.
Is a threat. Yeah.
That's why they call that small guy syndrome. It makes sense why they are like that.
I never even thought about that. Because I only have a few people I have to look at and be like,
exactly.
Okay, I might have to fight this guy. This person.
Imagine everybody's like that. It is like,
tough.
This nigga talk. Because as soon as there's a person bigger than, like, man, this motherfucker, I'm going off. As soon as the size of it, I'm going off with this big ass because I can't give him a chance to whoop me. You know? So that's how a little guy got to feel like that 24/7. This the big nigga talking about it. What was that? There could be any misunderstanding because it's crazy when you think about it. There's very few guys that you kind of look up to because as soon as they are, you do got to you in your head. You do think I'm about to swing on this big motherfucker. I'm about to shoot it in your head automatically as a guy. You size up anyone there, but a small guy,
and that's why that's why the women want the taller men.
I don't know why the women want it, but that's from a guy's standpoint.
It's the same. It's the same reason. I think it's the same reason. If we automatically,
but for women, their whole life is looking up anyways. Everything's bigger than them anyway.
Yeah, but if they're seeing that their protector is one of the biggest, tallest people in the room, one of the tallest people in the room, then she knows she has an advantage.
I don't know. I mean, there's biological stuff for sure.
No, like, okay, we're all taller, right? This is probably the tallest average of a podcast. right?
Okay.
You ever see a little nigga with a baddie?
Yeah.
And you, as this big nigga, you always think, I'll take that bitch from that nigga.
No, I ain't never think that.
I didn't ever think that.
No, I never think that. No,
that's
never.
So. What are you gonna do to take him this? That's assault. That's old school. That's the old school caveman brain.
Yeah,
I'm about to take the little nigga. Get the fuck over.
One in 3 black men think like that.
Yeah,
Judo's the one. Judo's the one.
That is true. Because I already know little niggas be having hoes.
Yeah.
Hey, who got them most hoes?
Yeah, I'm not, bro. If you could get her, that's all you.
Judo's one of the big guys. Man, look at this little nigga. I'll take. There's one of those big niggas. I was like, I'll take this little nigga.
That's Devo.
That's Devo. I'm gonna take you. So that's Judo that think like that.
That ain't me. I'm just telling you. I'm just giving you scenarios. All right. So at the party, I ended up getting toe up. I was drinking French Connections all night.
Nate, what's a French Connection?
It's a liquor drink, of course.
What's in it? Juno, you know what's in it?
Yeah, nigga, I'm the one that introduced it to your ass.
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, you didn't.
Go on with the story.
So I was having French Connections all night. I'm thinking I'm driving home. I wake up in my brother's living room.
How'd that happen?
Nigga, I guess I got a little too drunk. I laid on the couch and I went to sleep.
That's crazy. That reminds me of a show on Netflix called Baby Reindeer. If you've seen it, then you know. I'm not even gonna go any farther than that.
I thought you meant you thought you drove home and your body went on autopilot and you drove to your brother's house somehow. No, that would been real fancy. You never been so tired or sleepy and you drove home, or you just don't you don't even remember? You know what I'm saying? You just got there.
You just let the car take you.
And then you let the car take you. It's like your body just on autopilot, dog.
So okay, I never experienced that. So does it feel like you teleported?
It's almost like you almost checked out. You're driving, but it's almost like you didn't
realize that happens all the time.
That's what I'm saying. So,
and when you ride like right through like a green light, and you're like, did I just run a red light? Yeah. Like you literally just blacked out for like a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Or you're on your phone for like a whole minute, and you're like, dang, I haven't looked up in a while. And
your body's still doing I'm saying you still get home.
Yeah.
Nah.
So you're autopilot.
Nah.
Even without a Tesla.
I don't know what y'all niggas talking about.
Yeah, people know.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just be coasted. It's that shock when you look like, oh shit. Turn your ass right back up.
Yeah, I don't remember what I think we did something on Sunday, but I can't recall it right now.
On Sunday?
Nah, we didn't do nothing on Sunday because I had to drive back. That was my weekend. What you guys been up to?
I don't even know what I did last weekend. I don't think I did much. I remember leaving the house for something, and then we went to the mall and bought something, but I don't remember why we were. Oh, we did a wine tasting. Yeah. We went to Cooper's Hog, did our wine tasting.
Bro, you know how many months they owe me?
They got you right where they want you.
They do. It's a pretty good deal though. Which one? You got the 2-bottle one?
Yeah. So we're gonna go cash out all our bottles and then cancel the membership.
Cancel?
Yeah. That's what I meant. Exactly. That's what I meant. Yeah. If you don't use it,
because I guarantee you, we have at least 14 bottles over there.
But what does that mean? They're not going to throw away your bottles. You can keep up to 50 bottles there.
I know.
Who cares?
Yeah? Oh, they can.
But yeah, I don't want to keep paying for something that we're not utilizing.
Oh, so you're saying you're never gonna drink wine again?
Pay for it. They got source sold. They're like,
no, but they're like, I drink wine.
Even if you never come again, sir, you just tell someone you got a vineyard. You got a stockpile back
there. Exactly. My vineyard has 462 bottles.
Yeah. We got them stockpiled back there. This is swerve shit. In fact, all
this is swerve section right here.
You know,
You pay and we store it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You really don't use it because when I got married, all the champagne and wine came from Cooper's Hawk. It's because we had so much bottles that we didn't even weren't gonna use.
But if it doesn't expire,
if
it doesn't expire, and you do continue your wine drinker for real, Swerve's right. You might as well just keep letting them stock up.
But he is a wine drinker.
Let's say you move and you decide to do a wine cellar and they owe you X amount. You break out that receipt one day, like, oh shit, you came to call it.
You don't have to bring the receipt. You just show you're a member. You just walk in and show them you're a member.
Yeah, this is all source section.
Yeah, pack it up. We out of here.
Well, maybe. There's got to be some kind of workaround because imagine.
I probably only got like 8 bottles left right now. But even if you stack up, just like you said,
that's 4 months. I didn't go pick up any bottles.
No, sometimes we go and we'll have dinner and we'll just be like, no, we'll just leave the bottles here. Let's not pick them up. Because we'll go and do our tasting and not pick up any bottles. And we'll sit down and have food sometimes, and then we'll be like, let us get one of those bottles. Mother's Day, we use like 3 bottles on Mother's Day weekend.
They don't know what the hell we talking about because he's not part of the bourgeoisie class.
Actually, we had the Cooper's Hawk, one of those things.
That's when they do
to cancel them.
When they do that with weed, that's gonna be the done. It's over. That's it.
Yeah, my wife's big into the whole wine tasting. I go to all that. We have wines here and all that, but I could just never get into it. That's how certain reds. The ones I do like, when I try it, I'll just buy the bottle right then and there, and just never stick to it.
You like all the sweet stuff.
Generally, yeah.
Juno would say your palate hasn't developed yet.
It hasn't matured.
Matured enough to get
matured. Because if you like only the sweet wines, red wines, and stuff like that, yeah, you're very immature.
I don't think that's what that means though. I think that's false.
You still drinking sweet reds
to other wines?
Yeah,
you still drinking sweet reds?
I'm still drinking sweet reds, passion fruit, Rieslings,
all the good shit.
All the good shit.
I don't get the concept of having to graduate the bad taste.
It won't be
exactly. It works like only with liquor. It works like that with liquor.
Yeah. And cheese.
Yeah, and cheese. You haven't got there yet. I don't get the process. When do we act like it tastes good doesn't taste good anymore? You have to grow it.
Yeah.
Just like beer. Beer is nasty.
Yeah, it's not good.
Keep drinking beer until people are like, oh,
until you like it. That's why they say it's an acquired taste.
Exactly. I'm like, this shit is nasty.
You have to keep drinking it until exactly
you wash the nasty away.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to make that commitment.
I made the commitment. Now I be drinking some beers. I'm like, oh, this shit pretty good.
It's still like that with beer for me. So that's how it goes.
You never had a good beer, Nate. A good I like blonde IPAs. Is that what they're called?
Listen,
like Blue Moons, Younglings.
Yeah, those are the beers I like.
Beer that tastes the least like beer. Maybe the beer cider. The one that mostly just tastes like apple juice, like cider.
Yeah, you want that shit. You want that Jack's
that's
Angry Orchard
Angry
shit.
Orchard,
yeah, I'll give you that. Barely few. I'm saying that Mad Dog MD20 is very light. Don't want to taste the beer.
Mad Dog is fucking bum beer. That's homeless people.
Was it not that one? The MD 2020 and all that. Was it?
You talking about MD? Is it 2021?
211s?
211. Yeah.
The Still Reserve? That's fucking bum. That's bum beer.
Yeah. That's what Nate talking about.
I used to drink those in the club before we go into the club just so I could get fucked up real fast. So I could be already ready when I'm in the club.
Speaking of drinking stuff before going to the club, do you guys remember the Fort Local era?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was what a time.
Bruh. They had to have something else in that Fort Local, bro.
Crack.
It was they got rid of it. What happened is they had the caffeine. It was the first like Red Bull infused alcohol drink. So that's what was really fucking people up. It was so caffeinated. So when people were drinking, they wouldn't feel as drunk as they were. So they'd drink more. So that's why people thought Four Loko was stronger than it was. They should just get fucking people up. They were crashing out of that Four Loko.
I think I only drunk maybe like 2 of them.
Yeah,
it's just like poison. It feels like you're drinking. It feels like you're drinking poison.
Oh yeah, Four Loko classic. They came through. I think they ended up coming back on the market years later, something like that.
They're on the market. I don't think they shit is hitting like it was hitting when we were
they
younger.
ended up changing the thing.
Yeah, it ain't got that crack in there.
Yeah, you got that fit anymore. They're early. They had to iron it out.
Nate, did you tell us what you've been up to?
This past weekend, no. Did we that?
You Swerve just told us what he did.
Yeah. This past weekend I went down. A homeboy of mine's opened up his church.
God damn.
Pause.
I went down to Palm Beach. My bad. Jesus. Yeah, my bad.
God damn.
I don't know if I went down. Is that pause worthy? If it's not gender specific.
Pause. Let me repeat your exact words.
I said this past weekend I went down.
My homeboy.
I didn't say my homeboy.
My homeboy. You said my homeboy in Palm Beach. So it was. I went down.
I didn't say all
my homeboy.
No, you didn't say all my homeboy. You didn't say all my homeboy.
Niggas doing a lot of region. Either way, but that was about it.
Open the church, you say?
Yeah, he had a new night first congregation. Like
nigga said that's about it.
Went down that way. It was pretty chill. The heat down this weekend was insane, bro.
It felt cool.
It's probably hotter here.
No,
in Tampa.
It felt cooler in Palm Beach than it does in Orlando.
I know. I think either I went on that, and I think the day before that I might have went to like what's our water park that we have up here in Orlando?
Aquatica,
yeah. And one of those 2 days we had like a heat
advisory.
Yeah, it was crazy. But that's about it. You know, this weekend I'm sliding down there 21 concert tomorrow.
21?
21 Reese. Not 21 Reese, I'm 21 Savage.
What is 21 Reese?
Y'all niggas automatic haters. This nigga suck to see immediately. Jesus Christ.
I was cool with 21 Reese. I was like, 21 Reese having a concert?
I heard one of y'all niggas suck at you.
That was Swerve hating ass.
Chill. Get the hate out your ass.
With Reese? You going to a 21 Reese concert?
Yeah,
come on.
If I want to take you back to the old school.
Nah.
What's the problem?
How old is 21 Reese right now?
It couldn't be that much older than us.
Yeah, he's probably about a good 43.
Maybe. Hip hop has no age nowadays, anyways.
He's living his best life right now. He's probably working at Home Depot somewhere.
Who says? Outside of that,
21 got a concert where, Nate?
Tampa.
Oh, you going, Swerve?
I'm gonna be in Palm Beach.
Oh.
It's Father's Day
so
weekend.
Swerve's gonna be catching the 21 Reese concert. I'll be catching the 21.
Yeah,
that's what's happening. It's in reverse. It's a full circle. And outside of that, I got a cousin who's got a graduation party, so I'll be going to Palm Beach at the end of it as well. But that's either way. Let's lead on to these absurdities.
What we got this week?
We talking about the law they passed in Louisiana.
Yeah, we brought that up last week, but we didn't really get into it. That's the question of the week this week is going to be we didn't get into it. Come on. Sometimes I think, how long is this going to last? Can I go back to talking? When can I? Yeah, pause. Yeah, but even that too. Like, when am I going to be able to go back to talking normal?
Pause. Or that again.
Exactly.
Like, not even that. That's what she said.
I'd rather go back to that. We completely gave up on that's what she said, and now we went
because that's what she said.
Head first, deep anally into the pause.
Okay, so that's what she said. That's not our shit. That's white people shit.
Yeah, but
that's theirs. They own that.
We're killing this shit. Then this is the white people was doing it right then because they just sprinkled that's what she said every once in a while. This pause shit is getting out of hand. I cannot keep co-signing this. I want to go back to talking normal. I like eating hot dogs.
Pause.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
I think I'll flip with that. And Judah pressed the pause button. I already said that pause. I wonder if there's any scenario that calls for both. Yeah, with that she pause. All right. Well,
yeah, that was a dad joke. I swear, we're not gonna get it.
It wasn't that. I'm saying that.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking. What scenario?
What was the question of the week regarding that?
Question of the week. Louisiana passes a bill. I guess it's politics too, but Louisiana passes a bill allowing surgical castration of sex offenders who violate children under the age of 13. Do we think this is appropriate punishment? I need to hear Nate go first on this.
Absolutely. I don't see no issue with that. The only issue is are they gonna do it 2 convictions or is it just first conviction? It's a wrap. Because what? Chill.
Go ahead.
What if the first one is false?
You said what?
What if it's a falsely accused?
Okay.
You get the wiped out of the first mistake, or we're like, all right, G, we didn't give you a try, now you out of here. What are the chances where the smoke was fire? Or we just one and done? You know what I'm saying? How are we handling it?
We have to wait till he rapes another. We have to wait till he rapes another 11-year-old.
So as long as so then we agree that as long as there's trial and found guilty, then we're just good to go.
Yeah, cut that nigga shit off. Pause.
And how about the ones that are wrongly accused down the line?
If there's evidence, you cut it off.
And that
surgical castration is not cutting anything off. They're doing something to you so that you can't like reproduce anymore. It's kind of like
no, it's not. That's not castration.
That's a vasectomy, swear.
Yeah, that's not castration. Castration is making your dick can't get. It's basically can't work anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. But they're not cutting anything off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're chemical. They use a chemical to it, make you where you can't get erect anymore. Yeah, I don't think no one has an issue with it. I'm just asking how they're gonna implement it.
So if she's 14, I get to keep my dick.
Yeah, you might still do time.
I'll do time, but I still get to keep my dick.
So that's the cutoff now. So that well, they're pretty much saying, oh no, I'm not saying they're lowering the age down to 14.
It should just be anybody that if someone grapes you, they should get that no matter what age.
No, I don't know about that one. But but for a child, I'm like, come on, you're sick.
Why is it for certain acts we have to remove the appendage of the act? Is there for certain if you steal
for stealing, you take off hands, and you talk about?
Should we bring that back? I'm saying if a person's a repetitive theft, can we take a limb off? Because you guys are saying one offense is the grape, you got to chop the dick off.
Yeah.
You want to stop thievery, which is kind of how they got it very low over there in Saudis.
Yeah.
They chop arms off still over there. Maybe that works.
Right now we're concerned more about the sexual part. When it comes to we're consumer happy. Somebody steals something, who cares? There's insurance. We don't need to cut off nobody's hands.
Here's my answer. If we want to be humane about it, we blind them.
That's for peeping toms.
That's for all of them first. They can't see. They have to see to get aroused. You know what I'm saying? Bam.
Nah. That's a
they're blind.
No, they could just like listen to voices and
yeah.
That still fucking get their rocks off.
I mean, if they don't gotta see it, then I guess no harm foul. I guess they're good. We're headed towards the age. I know with AI and all that, people just gonna be able to cultivate their own little bullshit and make it all feedback to them anyways. They're able to make AI. You're not doing AI face generation porn and all that. So that's where with the dark side of the web with AI, where they're saying where it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially when they're saying something that's gonna be undistinguishable. I guess for a good reason of it, it's gonna be maybe you should let when it comes to the whole pedo side of it, maybe they won't require real kids anymore because the AI could do a fake version and they could still be able to get the rocks off or anything else, even though they shouldn't maybe get the rocks off, period. You know what I'm saying? But you already know there's going to be a dark version of the web where people is going to be showing that aspect because there's going to be money there.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't know how I feel about this. It sounds like
it sounds like he's trying
to like $1 billion idea.
No, listen. It sounds
crazy.
He sounds like he's trying to give the pedos a safe space.
I'm not trying to. I'm telling you that's what's about to happen. And I don't know if they're going to safe space. I'm saying someone's going to make it, and that's going to be an excuse behind it. They're going to say, it's their safe space. But trust me, this is coming.
It's crazy to say, but it's actually a pretty genius idea.
It might work, but I don't know if it's going to make a safe space because is it a safe space or is it training till you get the real deal?
Yeah,
because it starts off on Pornhub page 1.
There you go.
And after a while, page 1 don't cut it no more.
It's not going to be a replacement.
Now you're 4 pages deep. Now you kicking on the rocks. Now this virtual ain't doing that. Now it's like, God damn, now. Yeah. So what came first?
Yeah, like what your boy Gray say?
Which one?
Gray, his saying, the younger the better. Sometimes that AI ain't gonna help. That AI ain't gonna cut it.
That ain't gonna cut it with some people. Augmented reality ain't gonna do it for some people.
I don't know. It's just tough to see somebody not. It's crazy that this is even a thing. Just like Nate said, like why would what's next? Are they gonna bring back chopping off hands? It's crazy that they even bring this in, but the fact that people are actually having sex with kids under the age of 13 is also crazy.
You don't think under the age of 15 is crazy?
Under the age of 15?
I
say under the age of 13. Under the age of 13, 13 years. What age do women get their period?
Right now, they're getting them like at 10 years old.
Well, they think that's because of chemical responses, shit like that. But it should be between 13 and from up.
It's about 7th through 8th grade.
About 13 years 13, old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 13.
That's probably
7th grade. You're 13, or I thought you were 12.
That's around the time. 12, 13. Not when they're 13. The same.
No,
what are we getting at?
Y'all niggas was 13 in 7th grade. That's crazy.
What is the point?
It has nothing to do with anything right now. He just finds it crazy that he was 13.
I think you're the one that was bringing it up. You're bringing your case about the age.
Oh, did I? I don't know. Maybe I'm high. I don't know what. I'm lost right now.
No, you asked what age do women get their period now?
Oh yeah, I was thinking maybe that's the reason why they said it at 13, because under the age of 13 you can't even get your period. You're not even a woman yet. If you're gonna get raped, you gotta at least be a woman.
Whoa!
That's by the rape compensation rules. Huh?
Yeah,
what are the
kids
over there?
Like kids, that's crazy. Like Tony Montana say, not the fucking kids.
Not the fucking kids. Let's be we're not animals.
Not animals. And if you do with a kid, then you get chemically castrated. Nobody's gonna advocate for people who are sleeping with kids under the age of 13.
It's coming.
Nate just
he said Nate just advocated for it.
No, I'm not. I didn't. Whoa! Don't put on that. If you've traveled on the dark web,
Nate's creating a safe space.
I've never have. But go ahead.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm very anti the Alex Jones kind. You know what I'm saying that they're selling you the whole LGBT all the time. They're saying that's part of the spectrum, as we can say, the spectrum of the LGBT thing. They're putting it under that spectrum. Like, first they allow indecency, then this, that. That's how it's part of that culture of where it's gonna go to next. First, now they're already having transgender reading hour. What was it? Not transgender. What was it called? The I'm talking about the
reading with the drag queens.
Yeah, drag queen reading hour. So it's fast and loose there, and then it's kind of like that. It's kind of like the more unravelings of society goes down, you're gonna see this, and before long, as you can see, we're allowing as they'll say, this is their thing. Almost like, as you can see, there's now gay acceptance everywhere. Half the commercials you see is guys and girls kissing up on guys and guys kissing each other. No coincidence there. Half the time it's usually a black guy they have in the face of it, but all sorts of all that shit. But they said the next thing you're gonna go is you're gonna hear people saying that ages and with a number line, and before long they're gonna start saying these people aren't just. We shouldn't just look at them as they're killed. It's a sickness, and before long they're gonna look at it as not just a sickness. It's a construct that's society. You see how it goes? So it goes. It's a way you got to walk them down. You can't just give it to them crazy at first. So.
But this bill goes against all that, though.
I don't know about any bill. We're just saying how people get societies used to shit.
Yeah, you're right.
But we found abhorrent or horrible at one point. They softly sprinkle it on you, little by little, hit you with the Salt Bay hands, and before you know it, you find it's acceptable.
Judo has the gayest ears of all times. You said they sprinkle it on you. Just sprinkle it on you. They sprinkle it on you. They just sprinkle it on you. These niggas just.
I'm just saying.
Y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it.
Point telling you. That's it. So. And then, not to mention, a lot of founders of the founders of these groups was backed by a person that believed in all this children pedophilia and crap like that, and it felt like children had innocence and shit like that.
What group are you talking about?
Margaret Seeger.
What group are you talking about?
I think it's the Planned Parenthood. Margaret Seeger. So that's why a lot of like the white wing conspiracists, kind of anti-abortion types, kind of hate it, because the person who also behind it, who funded it, also is a believer in all this weirdo shit.
So the founder of Planned Parenthood was part of like siding with the pedos.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just part of a trap. I know what her thing was about. It was an offshoot of eugenics, what they believe. First, they wanted to basically not make people. I don't know if it was for birth control or whatever reason. She was basically thought to basically help the poor. Basically, either that's how they thought, either abortion or help the Western that way. And then I forget what's the offshoot. I guess the doctor she teamed with, he was doing that, was believing on studies LGBT. They usually team how basically what the wealthy you do is they fund doctors and shit like that. They back their vision in medicine or whatever it is in the world, and that becomes the new way we see shit. So that's how she was. She was from the side of, she was the money side, and she teamed up with doctor. I believe the doctor side was when that was doing all the whole experimental and all the books on LGBT and all that strange early day adaptation stuff from there.
That's crazy.
Either way, it goes in depth. Just about everything we have in America has like a crazy background. It's kind of like if you ever do the background history in schooling in America, it's for the one guy that wanted to do the assembly line.
Ford.
Was it Harry Ford? Yeah, we needed workers in America. We need to crank out more workers, shit like that. Basically, create a school system type shit to crank out workers, and that's how we have like a school system. So, basically, it's one of those things. Basically, depending on what was the need, powers that be, it's not the first time with them funding and getting shit done and having us view things one way or the other.
Speaking of gay shit. Right, that's what we was talking about?
Yeah, most of the time.
Speaking of gay shit, right? So, I found Cocomelon on Netflix, but on Netflix I think they call it Cocomelon Land or Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Why I start watching that? One of the kids got two dads.
You don't like that, huh?
I ain't like that shit one bit.
I mean, it happens in real life. There's kids with two dads.
I mean, it's not until you're a parent do you start seeing it, and then people online tell you, "Oh, this shit is."
They pushing it.
When you're not a parent, motherfuckers say you're lying. Like, bro, this shit until you're a parent, you won't see it until you're like, trust me, they have the shit everywhere.
Well, I'm not a parent, but I just be crazy when people say they're pushing it. Pushing?
It's a push. What do you call it? The
bro.
shows and adaptations of kids.
So what if gay people, every time they saw a man kiss a woman, they go, there they go, pushing that hetero shit.
But there's nothing
pushing
to push. To me, it's
nature.
It's your standard.
Standard.
You don't have to push. It's the default. Then there's not saying there's nothing wrong to push the other thing, but you don't have to. It's not. You don't have to put. If they didn't show it on, they'd still do it. That's what that's a species default for us to act like it. It to me, it seems like anything else is. I mean, I don't know if this is programming for children.
Yeah. You're right. I always say for children, like when people say you should be teaching about sex in school, I'm like, children don't need to be learning about sex at all.
Exactly. It should
it shouldn't. Yeah, there should be no sex talk period for children. But if you're showing children in a household and you show two dads, that doesn't necessarily mean you're teaching sex.
I don't know, man.
You're just showing the different dynamics that people have in their houses. Your son might end up going
for there to be two dads. They have to be gay.
He don't know that. The kid don't know that. The kid don't know nothing about sex. All they know is, he has two dads. If the kid doesn't know about sex, how do they even know that he came from a sexual act? He shouldn't even know that.
Here's my thing. Reproduction, children bearing, is a thing of men and women. It's a byproduct of men and women.
Male and female.
Yes.
Male and female.
Uh-huh.
There's no reason to adopt children, byproducts of male and female. Of showing them that's not their thing. Plays no role to you.
What do you mean? So
that nigga say by children.
Your role in this is an adult. You parent the other adult for pleasure purposes. The byproduct of the species, the children. This is for the pairing of these. The people that get the rank and do this, are the people that get that curry and produce more of them. You know what I'm saying? The two that can't.
Or they're just pandering to the others.
What do you mean?
The other people pandering. Just this is the wave right now, and I feel there's a lot of companies that's pandering to the wave, to the LGBTQ wave.
Yeah, they are pandering to that wave. And what that wave pandering to? What do you mean? Who are they pandering to? Adults? What are they pandering to? What's the underlying thing that they're pandering to?
Children.
No, they're pandering to the people who are trying to. What should I say? The left wingers. Should I say that? Is that what I'm looking for? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Left wingers, ain't that like liberals and shit?
Yeah, the liberals. Is that what I'm trying to say? That they're pandering to the liberals? Because it's not just gays. There's people that are pro LGBT whatever that are hetero.
It's Pride Month. At least have some respect and call these people.
It's too much. It's too much.
Listen,
I got the LG.
Listen, I just felt like
I got the Samsung.
I don't see no reason to ever have to have it in kids shows regardless. I'm saying some people say no harm, no foul. I guess you could look at no harm, no foul, but maybe what if there is harm? Right? That's what I'm saying. You can't say no harm, no foul. Who are you exposing the harm to? You can't say no harm, no foul. What we do know is let I guess are they gonna figure the kids that go without it, are they gonna feel harmed for not seeing it? I guess I don't know.
You have an older daughter. She never saw. She didn't grow up in the age where they were pushing it heavy on these like young shows like that. So, do you think she would say?
My kids' generation are the kids that they push it heavy on.
Listen,
You think so?
Yeah.
Even the oldest.
Nate's oldest daughter is a complete liberal.
Yeah, that's how all the kids are.
Like liberal.
They grew up watching Hannah Montana. There's always gay characters and weird shit. They've been on that progressive shit for a long. This stuff doesn't just happen overnight, though. They crank this shit out from little kids. By the time, that's why it's always, you got to think this always happens. That's why teenagers are always like, oh, parents just don't understand or whatever. It's like they treat you like you're out of touch, even though I'm a young parent. So I'm nowhere near how my parents should have been with me. So I'm telling you from a person that, like, listen, I'm not removed from you guys. I know shit. I can see the heights from where I can tell the two gaps of generation. We're not wore off. This shit's being pushed. It ain't that I'm out of touch. It ain't that I'm that far out of touch. It ain't like I'm going around just calling gays fags left, right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here out of touch. We know the difference, but I'm telling you, there's a way different. This shit is heavy-handed.
I don't know how close you are to being in their generation.
Yeah, Nate,
generation. They don't even believe in gender anymore. Their generation. These
you talking about some?
They're the byproducts of the Uzi Verts and shit. They don't know that about
your generation is the nigga that was like, I ain't fresh.
Nah. That nigga was fresh though.
He was fresh.
That nigga was fresh though. I love that. Yeah, as much as
fresh.
And they're trying to make fun.
Nigga was hating.
Yeah, niggas was absolutely hating on that.
Yeah, I was like, nah, that nigga fresh. I don't care.
I was supposed to get that button, bro. I ain't fresh.
Yeah, they're hating on us. They try. Eddie kind of felt bad for him at the time. I'm like, oh hell no. Nah. He ended up pumping up off that deal anyways.
Yeah, he ended up signing with LRG.
Yeah, LRG.
But now he got to wear that blue fit everywhere for people to know who he is.
No, they give him like other fits. The motherfucker be killing it.
Okay.
He fresh now.
Yeah, he stay fresh.
Guaranteed.
No, but he's gonna mess it up if he still stay fresh, but he got to stay his fresh. I don't need him dressing like 21, like these young kids.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He got to stay his age fresh.
Well, that's what happened. What he was wearing was like his era stuff.
Age appropriate.
So they try to play him. And then he ended up getting a deal with the same company.
Yeah.
And it was age appropriate with that same company. So he's not gonna look out of age, yeah.
So what they're saying pretty much was niggas at that age just don't be you have to start dressing with the times, no matter how old you are.
Pretty much.
I don't think kids were saying he wasn't fresh either. He was just a different era. He was going to get. It was a lesbian girl that was dissing him, and even she had her own. It wasn't like she isn't fresh her own ways because she did. People try to play her, and she did a bunch of videos showing you she could dress too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she just didn't. She was just playing. She wasn't used to that era. I like. I think it was fresh. You just don't know any better.
He was fresh for his time.
Yeah, exactly.
It was fresh for his age group.
Exactly. So.
I guess what I'm saying is they want people his age group to be dressed like them.
I don't.
If you're not dressing,
and if you're not dressed, it looks wild to us. Yeah, if you're not just like them, they don't. Yeah, exactly. They don't recognize art. Yeah, those are the ones. But I guess if you're not in the mix, I guess it's the same difference. I guess it'd be no different than if you're out here with the younger kids out there, however they're dressing nowadays. All assortments of colors don't even really. Matching doesn't really matter. I don't even know if the rules are for the younger kids anymore. I don't think there is any. But maybe that's how it's supposed to look the further you are from them, you know what I'm saying? You know how that parents used to look like they don't know what the fuck going on out there.
Yeah.
So maybe that's how it's supposed to look. But if an adult person, people our age just look like it looks kind of wild. The further you remove from it, it's gonna look a little bit more wild, I feel.
Yeah, and you're far removed from it. You think you're not too far removed from your kids. You're very far removed. You don't know shit they got going on. Just like your parents didn't know shit you had going on.
To an extent. I mean, to an extent. I felt we
imagine if we're just we thinking we're close to the kids' generations, but imagine if that's what our parents thought.
Exactly.
And they still was oblivious to all the bullshit that we were doing.
Mm-hmm. Nah, there is that for sure.
So imagine all the bullshit that your kids are doing
right now.
That you're oblivious to, bro. This is just a cycle.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's true, but you gotta be. There's a difference between our parents. They were oblivious because they're busy working. Life took its toll. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of parents are oblivious. They're too busy. They didn't have to be as hands-on. Life was just basically that. Just pawned you off to the school. They pawned you off to the church. Kind of give you. We had a wide range of things we could do. We were out for hours at a time. God knows what we were doing. Nowadays, these kids are more supervised. You leave the door wide open. You tell them they can go out. They don't want to go out. So it's not as the same like that because they're a lot. Like I said, they are way more lame than we were.
And you had way more freedom. You don't understand their lameness.
Yeah, we don't understand because they're not okay. You're right in that aspect because Lord knows what they're seeing behind that screen because they're behind the screen all the time now. Mm-hmm. They have the whole world at their hand. It's in front of the screen, but the thing is they're not acting on it because they're too lame to act on it. Get it? That's what I mean. They just stick to the screen. We would have seen some shit on that screen. We're like, oh shit, we gotta go try this. They don't have that in them to go do it. So it's like that. So the screen has played so much in they're like it's part of them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they said that's why they have such high suicide rates, such high depression rate. That screen is like it's ingrained in them. No, that it's different.
I remember buying like Roblox and stuff, like Robux. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
For the kids playing that whatever game that was. Yeah. And then Fortnite. They used to be on the damn Fortnite, and then they used to be on YouTube watching other people playing Fortnite.
That's their life. That's what I'm saying. It's a different stock of people. It's like social media it's a different group of human beings, though. They're not like how we were. So you got to understand it just quite. So that's probably why the banks are going around and buying everything up. Say, hey, we just gonna have us a bunch of renters going for it because these group of motherfuckers they hear about how much you got to save to buy a house. They're like, fuck it, we ain't buying a house, and they're cool with it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the reason, but for whatever reason, the next generation that social media. It's done a lot. Kids that I feel come from outside the United States that didn't grow up on this shit, that stole off the old system that we grew up, they're gonna run laps around our kids.
Yeah.
If you're still able to go out and just, you know what I'm saying, you want to go out and be able to go get it or be active, this, that, and that, instead of just being in front of the camera. But then again, like I said, these kids have so much different reasons. Because these kids also are becoming richer earlier than ever because they're through social media. So they're finding different ways to entertain each other all behind a screen. But I guess social-wise, they lose a lot of connection that way.
Yeah, social-wise, they lose a lot. But, financially, it's limitless.
Yeah.
You could be the dumbest kid and still be a millionaire. You just got to be entertaining.
But with them not going out, they're not meeting each other. Like they said, the things are lower. There's going to be, every time society does something on a big scale, it takes sometimes generations for us to see the long-term effects of it. We don't know the long-term effects of it from being introduced to social media by this early. And not so much people are hooked on it. Now, like I said, kids are getting younger and younger. Just the long-term effects of COVID, that little shutdown for those years, we already see.
Hey, hold on. How the hell did we get here? We were talking about the gay shit on Cocomelon. How the hell we get to the shit Nate talking about, Swerve?
I don't know. How did we get here?
That's why it's called a tangent.
Swerve got us here somehow.
This nigga went on a 20-minute tangent.
It wasn't me.
We just sat here and listened to the shit.
It had to do with one of our first questions. Swing it back around. Who cares? Isn't that crazy if these people were just invested in what I was just saying? And now we left them off there.
Yeah,
we left them off there hanging, just like the last person left hanging for where we were going back to. That. They'll write it if they want us to finish that thought.
Yeah, leave that voicemail.
That's crazy.
Wish that would happen in podcasts. They'll cook us some shit, and then they'll go back, and I was waiting for them to go back. Maybe if you can write them, that's why you got to leave motherfucker on the cliffhanger. Write in if you want us to speak on that last thought.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
What's the next one?
Hey, so what's been going on? And I've seen a lot of crazy talk about this Ebony K. Williams pregnancy shit. So Ebony K. Williams is probably mostly known for her "She Wouldn't Date a Bus Driver" video than I think anything else she's done.
That was a pretty viral moment, but I'm sure other people know her for other things.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but that was
really Yeah, it was. Yeah, pause. It was pause. It was a big one, but pause. Yeah, go ahead.
So I guess she got one. She couldn't find a husband.
Mm-hmm.
Then she said she's gonna have a kid on her own, and she had to use donated sperm from like a sperm bank.
Yeah, Ebony K, beautiful black lady, always on TV, CNN, all those shows. She was smoking out here during the Obama presidency. Back then they're giving every black personality a spot on CNN. Out here cooking. Also very, she's a lawyer as well. Like we said, we did the rundown. I first speaking, she wouldn't date the bus driver. Maybe if he owned the bus company, she didn't feel like, she felt like she worked enough. She didn't have to settle for just a bus driver. She got too much acting. Almost like it was beneath her.
Yeah.
Of course, lo and behold, after she got chewed out and ate out by all that bullshit and got humbled, she came back years later. Like Ebony K. Williams, no one's more Kevin Samuels like nowadays than Ebony K. Williams. Like half the stuff she says is everything Kevin Samuels used to say. It's like she'll say how now she'll be like,
I see the error in my ways.
Yeah, not even like first she said like she wouldn't. I don't think she said the bus driver. After she said the bus driver thing, her next thing was like she does lead to show herself off very feminine intentionally now to try to look because she know she leads she has to be almost intentionally feminine because if not she'll be seen as masculine or she knows by default she's kind of like that.
She knows she's naturally masculine.
Yeah, almost like that. She like that, but she didn't choose to be that. She has a lot of people. But I feel like the issue with that is when people say that line is, but I didn't choose to be. No one gives a fuck about your reason. Yeah, we don't ask you you didn't choose to be. Niggas don't want the package. That's all. It don't matter what your reason is. We don't want that package.
Whoa.
That's as messed up as it is. We understand no one's going to choose that package, apparently, is what you're telling me. But just saying, it's like they're saying, a lot of people say, black women say no, and some had to be. We understand plenty you had to be because you had to go get it yourself. That's true. But as the recipient of that package, we don't want that package. Thank you. We trying to sit there. This isn't wanted. We don't need the excuse. This isn't wanted. And that's what, even if it's a legitimate excuse, and it's absolutely legit, it is a legitimate excuse. Plenty of women got to get it. They had to get it themselves. They had to do the same. They are absolutely right. They have no choice. Society, life is made that way. But you got to know how to turn it off, or else the person's going to push back on it, or they're going to complain that you're mean, or this, that, and the third. And that's what it's done. That's the asterisk around the black woman's neck that society has put upon her. Life has put upon her, and that's what's kind of unfair about it. And she feels like it's unfair trope, but it's not an unfair trope. It's a trope that society, life has forced to put upon you. It's like the black guy that's seen as tougher and rougher than most men. Life has made him that way. He's not he's saying he got a shorthand of the stick. He had to become that way. Life has made him that way. Some of us may not act that way, sure, but there's when they're showing a lot of representation, there's plenty of act like that, and for good reason though. But when they're telling you can't act like that in all settings, they can't keep saying, "Oh, I'm from the hood out there." You're like, we don't give a fuck about that. We don't want that in here. You have to turn that shit off, right? That's how it goes. Simple as that. In some places, you can't take all your experiences with you. You gotta turn that shit off at some time.
And Ebony K can't turn off her masculinity apparently.
Apparently, as good as she is, as fine as she is that's the reason when you say a well-accomplished woman is the other when they complaining a man can't handle anything. A man can't handle another man, and you got too much man in you. That's it. You gotta turn that off. That's why man can't. She said if you turn that off, it'd be good to go. But either way,
and it's not even just the money issue because you could make money and still be feminine. Exactly. It's just the
issue when a lot of them, some of them, when they make too much money, they can't turn. They into they become that. If you could, that's what you could have all the bread and be feeling. You could have way more. You could be 10 times, but if you know how to turn it off, it's the same thing. So it's just some people just can't turn it off, and that for that reason, I feel there's that, and I feel like society still haven't told all women that all of them y'all were going to meant to be wives. It's fucked up. I think we said that on the pod before. But
yeah, the numbers don't work.
The numbers don't work, and ever since the beginning of time, there's been concubines and women inside. The people don't want to hear it, but some of y'all were always destined
to be concubines.
To be a side piece at number 2. It's fucked up. They don't tell y'all. No one breeds their kid.
Destined is crazy. Let's not say destined.
But there is destined, because just like there's someone that was destined to be a wife, there means there's always destined.
Nah, that's crazy.
It's just the metrics. It's just the metrics. Bro.
I don't like that word. I don't like that word destined.
I don't
that means like this girl came out of the vagina and she had no choice. There was no option for her. She was going to be somebody's side piece.
She was perfect for that dude's number 2. You're like, bitch, you my perfect number 2.
That shit crazy.
You're just the other piece. My life is perfect, but in this area here, and you'll add you into massive.
And she can't be somebody's number 1. She's always going to be somebody's number 2. That's destined.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Here's what's messed up out there. Her number 1 is someone else's number 1. And he's her number 2.
And that's fine. She can be somebody's number. She could be the number 1 to somebody else's number 2.
Someone else?
To another,
she could be someone number 1 else, sure, but her number 1.
Damn, who cares?
Oh, then sure, then people cheat and live double cross.
People just want to get married. These women out here just want to get married.
Yeah, but okay, once they miss that boat and don't settle, whatever they do, like we said, when they don't get picked, because you have to get picked when they don't get picked, and some don't realize that ain't the options. After a while, they realize, hey, you're now part of the second division.
Then you got to go to sperm bank.
I guess. I mean,
that's crazy. Yeah, she had to go to a sperm bank.
And what happened is, it's not even that, because long before that, you're saying sperm bank, she had already froze her eggs before that, so I don't think we've been telling about that part.
She already froze her eggs because she knew that it was probably going to take her a while to find the husband.
Exactly.
She never found the husband, then she had to go to the sperm bank.
Exactly, because she was saying it, then Angela, and I remember her and a couple other people that's been prominent medias now speaking of how they end up freezing their eggs and all that shit. So they already let you know that we're about to get this career ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
They already got that. But what it is, so they were waiting till they got their career off. Was their reasoning? Like I'm not done with all the working and the hustling I got to do right now.
They're told that you can have your cake and eat it too, and life don't work that way. And men even know like life don't work that way. There's shit you have to sacrifice. Some men sometimes have to go to work this, that, and third, and they don't get to see the family.
Yeah,
you get it? There's a trade-off. Then someone lied and told women they can have everything at no sacrifice and no loss. In what area in the world do you can get everything and no loss?
Yeah, you're gonna lose some.
Then that dip out the house, he takes the loss of the memories of us. You have to trade off something. That's just life.
The trade-off Ebony's making is she's feeling that she doesn't, like, her child doesn't need a father. She can do it all herself. That's the issue. That's gonna be a loss. It's selfish. That's selfish. It's selfish because I feel like the role, and Father's Day is coming up. I feel like the role of a father is very. It's not appreciated as much as it should be.
And it's only not appreciated because we have so much other shit. We have so much. Because in America, we've basically.
Are we talking about America or in our community?
Fathers in general, I think everywhere.
Fathers in general underrepresented, but definitely in our community. But that's because America kind of steps in when the dad's not there. There's WIC, there's child support, there's a government to kind of help the women. If there was not there, then they'll see the benefit of the father completely.
I think that narrative is probably changing and we don't know it because I feel like there's a lot of, even with fathers in our community that's not married, I think there's a lot of more fathers that are actually in their child's lives.
For sure. We know that for sure.
Then we're putting on because we're still hearing the narrative of black men being deadbeat dads.
No, we're not.
And I don't think I hear that a lot.
Where? Because
I still hear that.
The census said black fathers are the most active fathers.
When? That's recent. That's very recent.
Yeah, probably like the last 8 years. Black fathers have been proven to be the most active fathers.
Listen, even that I'm not with that believing statistics one way or the other because motherfuckers, listen, when you're downtrodden, when you're at the bottom,
they got to give you something.
They got to give you something. And what happened is black men and black women are at the bottom. They were at the bottom for so long that anytime they gave them everything, they grabbed it. And they just kept giving black women whatever they wanted. Hey, you're the best, you're the best that, you're the best this, that. And before long, even with the back against the wall, they believe they're the best this, that, they believe the best that. And God so believed it, they became the best this and best that. And they became the best group that say they don't need no one. They became the best soul provided by themselves and now they by themselves.
Yeah.
I don't need that same shit happen to men believing that, we're so downtrodden. Now the guys need a participation. Don't give us a participation trophy. Let the niggas think they ain't shit and let them find their way out of the ain't shit. That battering your back shit, that black girl magic shit, that it's beautiful for black women. But I don't think men need a black boys rock shit. We don't need the extra battering.
We don't need black boy joy.
Nah, we don't need the extra shit because life's real. That belief that you're bigger than you are and then get slapped. When you listen, man, no people are more delusional than black women and gay men.
You're right. I definitely,
and that's because that's the society's battery that pushing the battery side. Like, what you saying, sir?
I was gonna say, I hope we don't get in society to a point where men are saying, "I don't need no woman."
Exactly. You'd have to be delusional.
That's going to be crazy. That's going to be a crazy time. It's going to be a lot of fudge packing.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't need that push, that battery in my back trying to trying to gas me up to have me think that.
Oh, man. Nate's a wild guy.
But either way,
But it don't last forever. It don't last forever.
What?
Like that, I can be by myself type shit. It don't last forever.
It don't last. Here's what happened. It's not even that it don't last forever. What happens is they raise their generation of raising the girls. You don't need no man. This, that, and third. The nigga girls in the film, I don't need a man. They end up championing them so they don't have no man. Then after it, there's a group of lonely old women.
You get to the
next group, and what women do, the first thing they do is they hate on the next group of younger ones.
You get to the age like Vivica Fox right here.
Exactly.
She's ready to be married, and she's 60 years old right now.
They become 60. Exactly. They become old. That's a nice pivot. Perfect. Yeah, that's a nice pivot. You become.
Hey, be quiet. You should have said nothing about the pivot.
Yeah. You don't have to mention the pivot. We know the mention.
I threw you the alley-oop.
Yeah, I know. He didn't see it.
Oh my God. I threw you the alley-oop and you just went on another tangent about
I was waiting for the pause so I could sneak it in there. Pause. Yeah, pause.
Yeah.
So Vivica A. Fox. We remember her from the 90s.
Former bad broad.
She was a baddie.
Bootylicious.
She was in Bootylicious?
Booty Call was the name of the movie.
Booty Call, yeah.
Booty Call.
Yeah, so
with Jamie Foxx.
She is now, if you see it now, her face done swell up. She rocking that one ponytail in the back. And she just ain't what she used to be. And now she's 60 talking about now she is ready for a husband. Mind you, she had a husband for a couple years, and she said she didn't get to know the guy.
I mean, she was also on her Don't Need a Man campaign before as well. So sometimes this is what happens. After you done been out there living your best life, bossing up, this, that, and the third. After a while, you want to settle back down, and now she's saying, well, and it could happen. Who's to say, women? There's no.
Yeah, who's to say is there? We're not saying that there's nobody who wants Vivica Fox right now. The thing is,
Vivica Fox could go in the hood and get picked up. She can find a dude anytime anywhere.
Yeah,
it's what does she want? You saying?
Yeah, that's the thing.
That she knows the guy she wants is the issue. The guy she wants.
The guy she wants is already married.
Yeah, that nigga's already married. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened.
She got to understand her pickings is very slim right now at the age that she's at.
She might just be the perfect number 2. She might have been destined.
Yeah, destined to be a number 2, I guess, because
it just didn't realize it along the path of the way. That's all it goes.
Hey, listen. She might as well. What she might as well do is get on these dating apps. Try to find a husband.
You know what I'm saying? And look, fast forward these dating apps this week. You have them. You have, who was it that posted the article? Was it
it was Baller Alert? Was it one of those? Or Shade
Room?
One of them places.
Shade Room talking about how the one dating app was discriminating on black women and brown women.
Hinge.
Which I thought, was it Hinge a gay app?
I'm pretty sure at one time it was. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they opened it up to everyone. But either way,
I did hear that story, and I guess
let me find out black women complaining not being picked on gay men apps. That'd be just the group.
Yeah, why these gay men don't want me?
Yeah, why these gay niggas don't want me?
So what happens on Hinge is, okay, they say the quality of person that they put in front of them to match with, if their ethnicity says black, they're not getting any matches. So what they did is they changed it to white, and that was the only thing they changed.
Held better,
and now they're getting all the good guys.
Here's
and
the
matches.
Here's I believe them because I remember years ago I was watching on those podcasts, and maybe like 5-6 years ago when that Planet Money used to have the one podcast called The Startup. Season 2, they followed a matchmaking service. Someone that came from like one of these bigger matchmaking services creating their own. And there was always complaints about how in the matchmaking space, how it didn't work good. It didn't go good for people of colors in general. And for whatever reason, like the most discriminating people on there were black women, and like they were just like rejected. Like the ones that were rejected the most are black women and Asian men. Remember Issa Rae did like a little thing on that.
I saw the pie chart.
Yeah, I don't know about how it is now. I'm just saying how it was back then. So there was like algorithms sometimes, and algorithms are still man-made. You know what I'm saying? They're not supposed to have bias in them, but maybe how it is, how it's set up. But even when you try to do the algorithm, not to set it up, when they let the people pick their settings, like the people who try to turn off gender, turn off race, they didn't like the app, they didn't like the dating thing service. They wanted the more they got more choosing to pick. But when they got to pick more every time, a lot of times you saw on social media, a lot of folks were not picking the black woman for some reason. Out of the group of women were always the least one to pick. Black guys, it wasn't the same thing. Black guys were still whether it be fetishized, whatever, they weren't the same. Black women were still the least picked group. They're the still most swiped up. And this was back since Bumble, since the beginning of dating apps. That's one thing they don't tell you. Like black woman has the least amount of success on there.
Yeah, that's
always the least sought after. It is sad because, like I said, as much as they break it down, as they say black men don't want them, we are the most one that want them.
Yeah.
As much as they could break, anytime they throw something on social media, as much as they pretend that we don't want them, when they let other men have access to them,
they don't want them.
They don't want them. We are the ones that we are the most sought after. That's not to say what's saying, but we are the ones that want them the most. So that depiction of that we don't want them is society, TV, whatever it is propaganda showing them that. Because when you come down to the numbers, it's us that are the ones that want them. The rest might fetishize over them, whatever it is, but they're not the ones that want them.
That's very sad.
Yeah, it is very sad. And Kevin Samuels came off of that, coming off of being PR. He knew all of some of these statistics early when he was saying some of these women, no matter what they're telling y'all, all these other stuff. He knew that what groups wanted y'all versus what. That's how he had the batter in his back that way. You know what I'm saying? So when he even said that, who's the highest group? We are the ones marrying y'all the most. You know what I'm saying? When he was like, it still worked in that favor. But I think and then now when you fast forward to today, how they're doing with their charts and all that, how they're saying they had to change it and it gave them a different group of guys. They changed it to white. But here's what you're not factoring in is those guys probably put in their settings that they didn't want a black girl. There's a reason. So you change your shit to change it to white. When they go see it, are you doing this trick? You're not. It's not the algorithm, baby. That's what the part's not telling you. That those niggas put their preferences in. They didn't choose black.
Because when they change their race from black to white, are they seeing a lot more white faces?
They're seeing a better caliber of men.
What does that mean? What does that mean? A lot more white men?
I don't know what that means. All I know is that caliber of men did not pick black women. It's not the site discriminating. They don't see the factor. There are probably plenty good men in their caliber of men, but they want a different caliber.
Okay, so
this word caliber is throwing me off. Like, what do you? I understand what you're saying.
Everyone don't like. No one likes their level, dog. No one wants to date at their level. That's all it is. Yeah, no one else is more delusional than a broad that got every degree in the world. You know what I'm saying? Thinking she any more better than a broad that you going that
straight fresh and fit right now.
Y'all the same. Y'all the same to us. That don't matter. I'm just saying, as far as that degree don't make a damn difference.
You see, this nigga is going straight red pill.
I don't mean to. I'm just saying I hate to see the gassing up that they've done to my sisters. I hate these queens. I don't need out here being
queens.
They're queens. I don't think queens, and they need counterparts to their kings right there with them. They don't have to be one above the other. Not the grand. I ain't now just gassing up this one's greatest. A lot of niggas do a lot of that black woman can't do no wrong, gassing up shit. Listen. That's your counterpart. Your kings with your queens. That's how I look at it.
I see the faults in them just like I see the faults in me, and I still love them just as much as I will ever love any person.
Yeah, I'm not delusional enough to just pretend and hype them up and look to their own fault. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense to just gas them up this much in the marriage numbers of this lie, gas them up off this feminist bullshit.
Yeah, we're 13% of the population. The other majority, they're not looking for black. Who are Asian women looking for? Who are white men looking for?
Here's what happens. What's crazy is white men fetishize most over Asian women. Asian women fetishize most over white women. Men. So Asians are basically sickos. Indians are almost the same way. All the races want the other race, the other color. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, black men, the only one that fuck with black women.
Black women. Who do black women want?
Black men. And that's why.
And who do black men want?
Black women.
Yeah. And that's what we're saying. And then let society really believe them. Black men might like all of them, but we already know who they marry the most. You know what I'm saying? Black men might have a skew. They might have more jobs. But majority of black women do want black men. But the issue is they all want the same black men. You know what I'm saying? There's a small pool of what they want. And that's the issue. Right. And they don't want to, they're like, if that's how it is, you got to know what come with that. And they don't want to, they want a society tell them, oh, you ain't got to do all that. Like, what difference does it make? Because the high quality black men doing the same shit as the high quality white guy, high quality Western's the same shit. When they realize with their quality, the odds are in favor in their pickings. It flips.
Are there women like, say, a black woman, 24 years old, 25 years old in the projects? She's on her third kid. She's with Tyrone. Does she have? Jesus,
I think it hit every stereotype there is. In the project, third, fourth kid with Tyrone.
Yeah, let me cook.
Go.
Does she have aspirations of being a wife, or is she thinking that she can upgrade from Tyrone? Because I know she wants the same caliber that everybody else wants, right? But Tyrone has to be marriage material. He's a guy, and you don't have enough women. You don't have enough men to get married to. So eventually, if you want to get married, you have to get married to Tyrone.
No, because that's the trick. Because the Tyrone character in the hood's always like he's just one deadbeat with one baby bummer. That Tyrone character has multiple baby bummers. He's marriage material to multiple women. You see, it's his picking. Like, it's all, we act like he's just one deadbeat.
But even if he has multiple kids, he's not marrying just one. He doesn't marry any of them.
But that, you know what I'm saying, not in general, but that's her just picking not a Tyrone character. He's gonna fall out of favor or become a blue collar worker by the time he's 25, 30 years old.
And he's
city boy, regular Joe.
Yeah.
But by that time, she was already had been, gotten her degrees, back in school, government job. Probably putting 6 figures. She ain't fucking with regular Joe Schmo anymore, and now she's ready for the pass up other dude who got passed up before, the nerdy dude, who's now he's also 2 degrees in. You know what I'm saying? They just met each other at 2 different trajectories. Because he's not fresh off the bench.
He's fresh off the bench, but she got 2 kids.
Exactly. You see?
3.
You met me at 2 different eras. Now he's like, nah, you got 2 kids. Now balls in this court. So you met that You know what I'm saying? It's 2 different times. So now you wondering why he don't want to sit down, how he want to do it. Yeah, he's fresh off. Things are his favorite. The thing is, I hate when the talks about this black folks in the black, as far as society, the dynamic between the black male and female setup and all that, because it sounds so bleak. Like there's like no real answers for it. Like it's like all we're doing is reporting negative news or negative trajectory. Like why speak on something when you don't actually have no answers to? You know, Umar tried to give us what he say. You're gonna have to go back to the old ways of
we just need to go back to the Bible.
Just have multiple wives. You mean what do you mean?
Just I don't know. Just the way that not multiple wives. I mean like the way when like say like the 60s, 70s. How they just gender more gender
constructs.
Back in the days?
Yeah, I guess you would say constructs. So things could be more situated instead of just everyone freestyling, saying, "Oh, I don't need this man," or "I'm gonna do like I don't know." I think it was just better when it was just more structured for everyone.
But it wasn't better for everyone. When those back in those days, there was more couples with there, but women had less rights. So it's never perfect for no one though. Times is always different. Every time. When there was less rights, we had more children, family was more together, but the shit weren't right for the women. Yeah. So now shit right for the women, the family falling apart.
You was allowed to slap them?
You're about to send them back to the kitchen for a fresh meal.
Right, schmites.
So, but now they have rights, shit that's good, this, that, and the third, but now the family structure's falling apart. We just can't get shit right.
And no answers.
I don't know, man. It's always like something tackled, you know what I'm saying? So you got to see what's the next one. And, on the cusp of that, like we're saying, you seen this whole shit. I think we spoke on it last week when they're saying Japan or one of those places are paying black men $75,000 for their sperm or something like that, or to have a family or something like that.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Some remote areas over there where they're kind of like they're dying or they don't have enough. Usually that's how it is. Usually those areas where they don't have like a high enough replacement rate. So they kind of want men.
What are the men getting out of this? How much? What are they getting? 75,000?
Yeah, or some shit like that. Yeah, come have a kid over there. Come over there. Come work, I guess. They're trying to repopulate areas.
If they're giving out some land,
70,000. That's not bad. I'll go do it. Every kid.
American.
I'll go do it like he's not married and in the States right here. I'll go.
I'm thinking though, but like 75,000. If they like throw in like a good acre of land or 2 acres of land with every 75,000, that's a deal.
That's the deal. You just go out there, you gotta have to make do.
All you gotta do is go over there and make a baby.
I just have a couple babies for 75 each.
75. I'm telling you, bro. I'm shooting everything.
I mean, look at like how they said over there in China, they were already, because of their one-child policy for a long time.
They're running out of. They got rid of all the girls.
They got rid of all the girls, so a massive amount of their population is they have a lot of men. There's definitely a lot of gays.
There's
a lot of men that can't. Yeah, sausage. A lot of guys can't find wives out there.
That's crazy. Sausage fest in a whole country.
An Asian sausage fest. An Asian sausage.
That's crazy. So really, the Asian woman, like she don't have no issues finding a man.
No, she don't. But then it made such like I said, so it's a lot of competition. So you know what I'm saying? So you already know who's going to win in those areas. It's the guys with money, the guys with status, guys with ring. So the regular Joe Schmo, you think the regular Joe Schmo over here got it? If you imagine if red pill's popping over here, if you get red pill popping over in the red land, what? Nigga, you're
gonna be hot.
Yeah, you're gonna be hot. We need an Asian KS over there. You got over there in China. Those guys gotta be woman haters.
Yeah.
Classic. But now they basically kind of what they're doing, how they're exploring, how they call it modern colonialism, whatever it is, but they're going to Africa and all those other shits, loaning them money.
So they're so desperate now, they don't even mind that their population is going to be a few shades darker in the next coming generations.
Of course,
no,
not.
That shows strength.
You're about saving you're talking about one of the first You're talking about one of the first societies in history.
Yeah, I know.
So they haven't gone nowhere. You think they're about to just close up shop and go somewhere?
I know they're not. I know they're not trying to shut down shop and go anywhere. But also they also have a very racist, like every place in the world.
So what they've done now is they're expanding. They're in Africa, they're everywhere else, and they're bringing their workforce there. So their men now are going to start having sex in Africa. They don't mind. They're the man. They don't mind. It was never about color for them. That whole race shit is about what we see here. As long as the man gets to produce, it's still his house. So they're spending their men across the world to work and giving those guys location. Those guys are going to find foreign wives and everything else. They're building factories and tracks.
I thought the purpose was to get men or get what is it? What are they doing? Getting men. They're getting African men to come to Africa to have babies with. But they already.
Those are in there. I don't know if that's Africa. I don't know. That was Africa. That was an African one. The one that we're asking for African men. That was over there in was that Japan? I forget where that was going. So that's African men coming in there. But what I'm saying,
do they not have
China and shit where they don't have women? That's the opposite. They're exporting their men out of there to the rest of the world where they are with other places. Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know there was a place with so many women and not enough men. I thought it was always too many men, not enough women.
Yeah, if there's a place with too many women, not enough men, that's gonna be the next guy. That's gonna be the next guy's trip.
Whoa. Relax. Calm down. Wait till we off air to talk about this stuff, right? So we'll talk about these plans.
So either way, it's crazy to see different world affairs. What else, y'all boys?
Hey, did you guys see is it a meme or is it what's name of Bun B holding his chin?
Is it a meme? I thought he was crying on the stand. You talking about there's another meme?
I thought it was a meme. That shit looked crazy. Why the fuck is Bun B crying?
No, but he was on the stand because I think like in 2019 there was a home invasion done on his house, and I think his wife was home. I don't know who was home, but I know for sure his wife was home. I don't know if he was there.
Mm-hmm.
But they just sentenced the guy who broke into his house in 2019. They sentenced the guy to 40 years.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, what's crazy is
40 is excessive.
That's what it is excessive, and I mean, Bud was on the stand crying. You know, he said the guy held out his gun to wife. I felt like he came on the Breakfast Club and he told the story.
It was a little different.
His house was getting broken, different, and he came out there. I think it was short cocking it, basically, no pants on. He just got out of the bathroom, basically. Wasn't that the story or some shit like that? He came out with the gun, no pants on, or his wife came out, and one of the vice versa. But I don't remember.
I don't know
who did.
But his wife ended up being the one that saved him that door. If he saved, he had no pants. I remember it being with him, no pants on.
Like the dude came in and got Bun B and made him take his pants off?
No, he was in the bathroom when the dude broke into the house.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's what was weird about the story. But I don't remember him ever saying the guy had a gun at the wife's head, though.
Yeah, bro.
That's what we heard. Yeah.
Either way, it was tragic nonetheless, so I don't blame him for taking the stand. That's perfectly fine. Lock that nigga up 40 years, give him 100 years. My house.
But B didn't tell that story on the Breakfast Club like that, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't tell
there was no crying at the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, he didn't make it seem like it's tragic. Like Bun B took that stand like he wanted to get that nigga 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As he should, which I don't mind. But now, as we can see, for the culture that acted like they kind of discern the difference between the snitching and everything else, now everyone's mighty quiet. Everyone's mighty quiet. Niggas can't see the rule. Charleston White came out and said, "Look like Ben B out there snitching."
Hey, okay. What would Pimp C think?
Exactly. That's for a culture that acted like they're too dumb to not understand, wanted to act too hard for shit. Now you can see when life gets real.
What would you have someone who goes by these street rules? What would you have him do?
I don't know. I guess now it's Bun B, so they're accepted. But I don't see no reason why he wouldn't.
No, but what other option is there? Like, what would Charleston White have him do?
Charleston White believes in it. He's just showing the irony of it all, of how we were the same one that was mad at 6ix9ine or any of these other kids. You know what I'm saying? Like Pop Hana. Remember Pop Hana when he was like 13 or 14, he witnessed a murder and police bugged him and he had a co-op or whatever it is, and they were talking about years later when he's blowing up, they're trying to hang that over his head. He's like, he's a little kid. His mom bugged him, forced him to cooperate. What you gonna do? Do you guys go against your parents' words? Either ways, that little same kid, when it was time to blow up, those little campaign, he didn't get that was the end of his music career. So Charleston kind of, like, Charleston advocates sometimes for the regular civilian.
For the regular snitch.
For the regular snitch. Every now and then.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, it's good to, it's sad that I think Buddy's 40. I think that 40 years excessive, though. He didn't even get away with anything, but, lo and behold, listen.
So he didn't get away with anything. He didn't shoot nobody, didn't kill nobody.
He broke into that door, dog.
That nigga just scared Bud B a little bit.
And then got 40 years.
Yeah, he did scare. You might have scared the shit out of Bud B, literally. You might have scared the shit out of him.
He's sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, scared the shit out of him. Caught himself a 40-piece.
Yeah, 40 years is mad excessive.
But, such as America, sometimes we see that motherfuckers get railroaded and we just got to sit there and watch it.
Yeah, like I always say, what can you do? That's the time he was given.
It is like that. Sometimes, when you do some shit, we're like, you got to.
We're all sitting up here saying that shit might be excessive because Bun B's doesn't think it's excessive. But everybody else might look at it and be like, yeah, that shit's excessive. But what are we going to do?
Because there's supposed to be crime, right? What's the point of crime? It's justice and there's reform. Isn't there reform supposed to be part of it, right? It's reform. There's justice. I mean, is this just 40 years of that guy's life? Was it worth that? 40 years? That's justice. That seems excessive.
Yeah,
that's justice, but doesn't
that's
seem
justice.
Past the mark.
Exactly, because it's going to take you way less than 40 years to reform from being.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You could have been in jail for 10 years and be like, "Nah, I ain't doing this shit again."
Yeah, so it's not. Yeah, so it's just not on that. So it's punishment as well. So it's justice, but so it just I don't know. It just seems like a lot. 40 years, like 40 years is really like a life sentence because they consider 25 years a life sentence, right?
Yeah.
So 40 years like
almost, he got almost 2 life sentences.
Yeah, basically you
for scaring Bun B.
For scaring the shit out of Bun B, for making Bun B shit himself. You got like 40 years, dog. So it's crazy. But this is that crime hardly ever pays. Violent crime definitely hardly ever pays. It's like if you don't believe in karma, karma usually shows its head when you're doing violent crime. Like the night you decide to ride out and rob somebody, that's the night that person only has $73 on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you end up losing, and you end up catching a body, going to jail for $73 for a person that usually has $60,000, $70,000 on most of the time. That's what usually happens. The night you decide to have that person had $23 on him. It's never. You say that's what karma shows. It's never where we got it for 100 piece.
That's
it's
crazy.
Always a horrible. Like what the fuck did I just? You might as well go on a spree that night. Once you got that first body and you see the money don't add up, just go ahead and just just go to work. You're at you're on the other end of it anyways, man. You're like, as soon as you do the rap, like, oh, this shit is not it. You must just try to GTA, just take it up a notch. Because that's the peak of your life. That's the most money you just made in your life right there. I mean, you probably made more than that, but that's the peak because shit only gets worse from there.
Yeah.
Because after that, you're gonna be fighting for stamps and shit. So you might as well man. If criminals, as soon as you do that crime, dog, and that money ain't adding up, go ahead and start a spree.
And by the time you end up in jail, now you got to tell people this dumbass story about you killing a dude for $23, and now I'm here for 40 years.
That's what happens. It happens. Life, it's crazy that way.
What's a red balloon?
Okay. Have you guys seen? It's a popular show that's on YouTube nowadays. Pop the balloon.
Oh, I know. I've seen it. The one when it's almost like a 20v1 when you're dating and you go out to meet the date and they pop the balloons.
Yeah.
They don't like you. Yeah.
What
about it?
What do you guys think about it? Since you guys seen it.
I've seen a couple different episodes where it's like either like a guy with a bunch of women, or I've seen the ones with a woman and it's a bunch of guys and they have balloons. It just seems like they're all putting on they're putting on a show for social media or what they think that the culture wants them. Like I seen a girl come out, beautiful looking girl come out, and guys popping their balloon talking about she's too tall or her hair isn't done right. I'm like, since when are you guys so picky about a woman's hair or her toes aren't the right color? Since when? Since when do we care about these things? We popping balloons. You haven't even heard one word from this woman yet. You popping balloons because you don't like her hairstyle.
Yeah. Totally.
What's happening?
Now, which one are you guys watching? Are you guys watching?
There's celebrity ones. There's
original one.
All sorts.
The original one with the female host.
Which one? There's an original one?
I don't even know. I've seen so many different ones with so many different hosts.
Right. The first one, the host, the married host, because her husband does the production and she's like the host of the show. They were the first ones to do it, and then everybody just started using their motto and trying to make some money off of YouTube. But regardless, because it's usually black and brown people, mostly black people.
Yeah.
Everyone that matched, bro, they didn't even really do anything.
What you mean? As soon as they step out, they start hearing it, or what do you mean?
No, it's like they really went on there, the women at least, it looks like they really just went on there to build their social media following.
Okay, yeah, that's the name of the game. That's where we at as a society.
But it's pop the balloon for if you're looking for love, though.
Yeah, but they're out there. Yeah, but you say you're one of these 20 women out there, and then the guy comes out. You're looking for love, but then you see this guy, and you're like, oh, no, that's not my type. I'm going to pop my balloon. But then where it is, the clout chasing comes in is when they come interview you and ask you why you pop your balloon.
Yeah,
and
a lot of the women pop it because they're other peers. They peer pressure. They see one popping, the other popping.
And they usually say some dumb shit like, I don't like the outfit.
Yeah. Something crazy. I think that's just as crazy for a woman to say, I don't like your outfit. The same way a guy would say, I don't like that dress on you. I don't like that dress on you. What the hell who?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it. It might just be me, or I don't know. You
never told your wife you don't like that on and go change?
I'm already married though. I already found her. I already know her. It's not the same. It's not. That's like me not taking her number down the day I met her because she was wearing some shoes, Adidas or something. I don't fuck with Adidas. But I'm not gonna not talk to somebody because they wear Adidas.
Some people will pop a balloon because they wear shit like that. I don't fuck with Adidas. They do be doing some dumb shit. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, I don't fuck with Adidas, but I'm not gonna not talk to a person just because they got on Adidas.
Yeah, they be flagging on that.
Yeah,
their balloon. Yeah.
This is what outside is like now. So now the real women in real life, they're seeing these crazy responses, and they're like, oh, now they see a guy that's just like this in real life. Oh, this nigga got on Adidas. Little do they know you're turning down this nigga with Adidas, but he could be your number one. You turning down the guy who's probably gonna marry you, and you don't marry him. Then what? You end up being one of those.
You end up being 60, big face.
That's what I think. I think what happened is women happen to have a rotation. You know what I'm saying? They keep like a little rotation
of what men.
Let's say a little guy. You might send them the inbox thing. You might leave you in the inbox in the cold for a little bit. They feel a little bad about themselves. You get a little inbox play. When their mood's not off, send you back to the ice again. When they feeling better, you know what I'm saying? They got a little rotation. You know what I'm saying? And they keep that going on in hopes of, you know what I'm saying?
What, getting married by one of these guys in the rotation?
No, that's kind of, those are almost like fillers, almost like placeholders while they're
fillers, placeholders, whatever it is. Their goal, they don't.
One of the guys in the rotation might be the one she wants, but he's not in her time. So that as time's progressing, they still have the one that remember the guy in the inbox that's shooting a shot. Remember some of these guys mean real intention.
Yeah,
she's giving the play around. He's getting hit. He's hitting him bricks. He's hitting bricks. Every now and then he might get a little play when she wants to feel bad about herself, but other than when she's feeling herself, she ain't fucking with him again. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, he's out here shooting bricks. You know how it is. One day he might score. You know what I'm saying? But it's just all about perspective. I think it's she's playing. It's almost like they're both playing the game, but it's the times on it. She's only her ball has a shot clock.
Yeah, because
yeah, they're playing the same game, but when he gets the dribble,
you got
that nigga take all the time in the world, unlimited clock. Every time she gets the ball, she don't see there's a shot clock.
She got that 24 seconds.
Yeah, she don't realize there's a shot clock each time she has the ball, but she think it's the same game. You know what I'm saying? And then lo and behold, that's when shit happens, though. Lo and behold, and at some point you go back and you revisit him another round, be like, oh damn, cuz you got your 2 championships since when? Like, I've been a starter. I've been around the world right now. Oh man, you still playing the G Leagues? You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. So it's like their values are almost.
Nate lost you with the basketball references, right?
Yeah.
He was rolling until he threw that basketball reference, and I'm like, damn, what this nigga talking about?
Am I off? I know they did get rid of the G League.
No, they didn't get rid of the G League.
They didn't get rid of the G League.
No, I just got lost. That's all.
I know I was right. You got lost. I'm using right references.
Well, I guess. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Juno didn't get it either. But
I was lost. I was lost, so I don't know what the hell that nigga was talking about.
Y'all saw y'all caught that what's the name fight this past weekend?
Oh,
the
Adrian.
Yeah, not even the Adrian. I wasn't even talking about the Adrian. That was bad too. I was talking about Deontay Wilder.
That was a week before.
We talked about that. We talked about that last week, but the Adrian what happened this week.
Oh yeah, the Adrian boy.
Did you guys watch? I watched that shit live.
I didn't watch live. I saw the highlight.
I saw the highlights.
Nigga, you got the Fire TV.
I've never had a.
I watched that shit live, bro.
So what you said?
That nigga Adrian Broner got his ass kicked.
That's sad, though.
Bro,
how long listen, Adrian trick us out of the check?
Adrian walked into the ring with 20 teeth.
Left with 19?
That nigga left with 18.
Damn, 2 knocked out.
They knocked out 2 of that nigga teeth, bro.
Yeah, he had to earn his check that night.
Yeah, bro.
So some nights you gotta earn it. Some nights you gotta work for it. He had to earn it that night. It's crazy all that cash he was talking at the weigh-ins too.
Yeah, you would think he came to fight. That nigga was talking all types of crazy. That nigga was saying, "Nigga, I got bodies on me, nigga. What you mean? Like talking about he killed people before."
Crazy.
Nigga talking crazy at the press conference, Swerve.
And nigga his ass whooped.
Think that nigga got his ass kicked. He got his teeth kicked in, literally.
2 teeth in the front. I think he got them shits fixed already, though.
Yeah, of course. You know he went put that porcelain on there.
That is money, right? I mean, I wonder what's crazy is, for a guy that come from the Mayweather camp, he used to be beast, at one point, but his fall from grace is so crazy, man.
And it's still happening.
Yeah, how long can he keep commanding a check?
I don't know. Is the other AB still making money?
Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
He just filed for bankruptcy, wasn't it like last month or something?
Yeah, I think he filed for bankruptcy not too long ago.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, it don't look like you want to give your children the initials AB, cuz.
Yeah, niggas end up crazy.
And this is the 2 first letters of the alphabet.
I mean, Antonio Brown basically talked himself out the league, right? Basically, acting a fool.
Yeah, that nigga acted a fool. Told Tom Brady he gonna go fuck his wife, some shit like that.
He said some crazy shit to Caitlin Clark too. He said I bet Caitlin Clark got hairy. He said I bet Caitlin Clark got hairy pussy.
Yeah, he be saying some crazy shit. Every time they do.
This is AB, the football player.
Yeah, the football player. She unfollowed him right after that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Or blocked them.
You saying some throw shit.
No, but Caitlin Clark, she probably got a hairy one though.
Yeah, she's from Iowa.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's what they do. You know what soaking is?
I think you told us last time.
She looked like she'd be soaking.
In Iowa, do they do that in Iowa? I know they do that in what's that one?
Can you explain to us what soaking is again, Swerve?
So I guess the Mormon kids.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to be having sex, like premarital sex. So the Mormon kids, like in like Utah area, they started soaking, which is pretty much insertion, and then that's it. There's no movement.
It's not just that.
No. But then they go find. There's
one person opens, the other person inserts.
You can do insertion and insert.
And that's just sit there, you soak in it. And then you hire another friend, you pay to come. That's the person. Another person just jumps on the bed. And basically, so they're causing the gravity.
The motion.
You trying to treat the Lord out of the fuck, man. So you think you'll get to heaven telling God, technically, God, I didn't. Yeah. I fell. He fell into me, and this person created gravity. Really, I fell on some pussy, basically. You would tell God. Playing with God's face, dog. Playing with God. You think you'll get to heaven playing with God's face like that?
Just be soaking.
Is there like videos of this shit?
I don't know. I need to find it if there is.
I don't think there would be because usually kids doing dumb shit like this. I would feel you. Like that.
My
but
bad.
It's a known thing. It's a known thing.
I'm not gonna go search for it. Fuck that.
But I'm sure grown-ups probably soaking. If they know what soaking is, they probably soaking.
Why would they need to?
They don't need to, but it's like the Amish grown-ups. Say you're 20, you're 23 years old, you're not married yet. You Amish.
I don't think they're gonna find a third person to come and push that bed down.
The third person is not necessary. The third person is just if you trying to get a little spicy. I'm telling you, they just get in there, they soak, and then eventually things happen. Right? No thrusts.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No thrust.
Yeah, you think about it.
That's having sex. You can't push no dick.
Yeah.
You can ejaculate with no thrust.
How the fuck?
You need subtle vibrations, though. You need
subtle. Very subtle. It might last a very long time.
Yeah. So, you gotta just take a very long time, though. Like edging. You don't know about edging.
Yeah, edging. Edging is the thing, too.
Shit in the world. So
edging is amazing, actually.
Yeah, edging best shit in the world. So that's right there with it. That's gotta be next level edging. The pros.
Edging is sexual torture.
You build your tolerance.
You learn to enjoy it.
We are on. How did we even get on that tangent?
I don't know if it's a tangent, dude.
I feel y'all speaking on what's name. Either way, let me ask y'all. So I was at the thing today. When I was speaking to what was it? What was I speaking to? Someone came up asking me the whole Caitlin Clark controversy thing this week, which I feel like ever since she's been to the WNBA, to every week it's a different league, different controversy. So what is this past 1 week is in the fact that she didn't make it to the Olympic team?
Yeah, I guess they came out with the Olympic team, and she didn't make the team. And some people are upset that she didn't make the team, and other people are like, "Oh, rightfully so. She shouldn't have made the team because she's not one of the best players in the league."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My opinions on it is I don't think she should have. I don't know. I see it both ways. I see she shouldn't have made the team because she's not the best. There's plenty of players who should have made it, but at the same time, if she's the marketing. If she's the tool that got you guys all these eyes in the NBA, why wouldn't you want to bring her with you to the Team USA and travel and get all these international eyes on the WNBA? That's my thinking about it. But I could see how some people might have their feelings hurt, but whoever's spot she takes, I think that person would be like, you know what, fuck it, you can have my spot if it's gonna mean that we're getting more money coming to the league. But people be selfish, so you know how that goes.
Yeah, it is. I see another pod saying that same sentiment. I think I see Andrew Schultz saying how the NBA needs to hurry up and give her the Michael Jordan treatment, basically. Start calling these other players for hitting her too rough and keep the golden gloves on her, basically, because she's the bank out here. She's making the viewership.
That's literally what they did for Michael Jordan. Changed the whole rules for him. They had to protect this guy.
You need to do that for her as she's getting the sports going, because as soon as she's dead, that she's gonna. You know what I'm saying? While the sport's generating, you gotta keep the eyes coming.
It makes fucking perfect sense. The girl's 23 years old.
Well, not when she's dead. I mean, as soon as she dies out, my bad.
Yeah, like if she dies,
it makes
like
sense.
If Michael Jordan never became Michael Jordan, the NBA wouldn't be what it is.
Yeah, if the thing's blowing up when Ronda Rousey started whooping ass in MMA,
yeah,
they fucking cleared the path for her.
Yeah.
That means don't give her every fucking motherfucker that could take her head off. They don't treat her like they treat the men. Give her a couple of duds. Let her build that prep up. Let her get the viewership. She's running through motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But don't give her the killer. Now when she gets there, once the views up there, now she's multi-million. Now that the fighting thing, now that we have female MMA roll up, now suddenly the killers to take her head off. Now you got a sport going. But don't kill this shit right when it just starts off. You know what I'm saying?
But the WNBA is full of a bunch of masculine women. They can't be controlled. You can't tell them, hey, take it easy on this girl. I mean, hell no. She ain't going to just come in here and start whooping up on us.
Them niggas need to chill. Niggas over there. Them big bush niggas out there. That's what they over there manhandling or being mad. Like, you're like, bitch, I'm trying. They're like, do you know she about to create a whole system for y'all? We all about to eat. We just wait it out. We all about to eat. Contract negotiations are just around the corner. Let's crank this bitch up another 3 years. They're gonna be TV rights deals all over. They're gonna renegotiate everything. You don't know what kind of bag is about to come.
Yeah, but how we were saying before, right? You get a bunch of women together. They can't put their minds together and realize, hey, let's let her be the chief. And let's just be the Indians, and we're gonna go far. Everybody wants to be a chief.
Yeah, they're not having it.
They can't build the hierarchy.
Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan came into the league, bro, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Charles, all of them like came out and said, "Hey, this dude is the greatest thing we've ever seen." There wasn't no question. People wasn't questioning this guy before he even won his first ring. Everybody's like, "This is the greatest basketball player we've ever seen." If they do that with Caitlin Clark, the sky's the limit for them. They just need to let her cook.
But, of course, there's other players better than her. There's about the best players, plenty of that. So you have two narratives. The person came up to her and they're like, oh, what's this going on? People are saying that the NBA is just being racist by not putting her on there. That's one. And then you have other people saying, of course, it's black men championing her. Of course, black women come to the black women's aid.
Well, black men watch sports. Black women watch the sports, first of all. And then,
what are you saying?
No, go ahead.
I feel it's just another one of these constant narratives of just, I feel like they're just pandering. Like the sport was not being watched before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now the shit's popping off because of her and Reese, because of their rivalry.
Because of
their rivalry.
The rivalry,
where it started
yeah.
From, you know what I'm saying? Where the year when Reese beat her, she came back. It was so good. She was so phenomenal. It was so good that the White House stepped in and invited her, even though she lost, to also the championship. So if you want to say that was racist, which we all did, we call that was racist. Then by all them, but she came back. It wasn't like she was a dud. She came back and proved herself the next season by winning the chip. Again, improving y'all.
No, she didn't. Who you talking about? Angel Reese?
Reese.
Caitlin Clark has never won a NCAA championship in her life.
Not the rivalry. My bad. My bad.
Swerve.
Not the
that nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about.
The rivalry. So what happened? She beat her the year before and she beat her the year after. Them two.
All right. So when they met up in the tournament, Angela.
So it's
Reese,
a tournament,
huh?
They were. It's not their official teams. It's just their tournament when they meet up when they play each other.
The NCAA. It was the tournament. It was the NCAA tournament. The first year they met, it was actually in the championship.
In the second time, Angela Reese won.
Yeah.
The second time they met like round fourth round. It wasn't the Final Four. It was like the
Elite
Eight.
Elite Eight, yeah.
It was the Elite Eight. They met in the Elite Eight, and Iowa took LSU out.
Mm-hmm.
So who won the second time? Reese or it was Caitlin, right?
Caitlin won the second time, but
yeah,
she won, but she didn't get a championship. When Reese won, Reese got a championship.
Maybe that's where the racism definitely at, because you know what I'm saying. But nonetheless, there's some racism that we already know, that's for sure. But
there's more racism in it. There's more racism in it because the best team in the whole country that was undefeated was a bunch of black girls led by a black coach. They ended up winning the championship, and people kind of didn't, even on like social media, CNN, when they're posting stuff, they wouldn't post the Lady Gamecock saying that they won. They would post pictures of Caitlin Clark saying, "Oh, congratulations to the South Carolina, they won."
Yeah,
but they're putting a picture of Caitlin Clark on the post.
People know how clickbait works, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like it goes both ways. You know what I mean? And if you're pandering, I sent you guys the one last week where what was it? Shade Room, when they're congratulating the WNBA for the rise of viewership.
Yeah,
thing thanks to Angela Reese.
Yeah, thanks to Angela Reese. Yeah,
and now it's like
no, Caitlin Clark. Yeah, Caitlin Clark had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, as if like you just mentioning one without there.
No, it's because you didn't read the article. It definitely names Caitlin Clark.
Of course, but just from the title, you already know what you're doing. It's because you're pandering to a certain group. You already know how it goes. So it's kind of like that. So
because if they would have posted that same article and then had Caitlin Clark as the main name and then put Angel Reese's name somewhere in the article, people would have freaked out, especially if you post that on Shade Room.
Yep. They did the reverse. You know, they know how to pull people's heartstrings. But nonetheless, the one that's getting the viewership, what Caitlin Clark is doing different than other players, because they are better players, and is the fact that she could shoot the lights out of the place. It's an incredible show to see. That's all. And you're gonna start catering to her, make the game, or she can go for shoot for 20, shoot for 30, make the game more around it.
That shit is still not interesting.
If they want to make it, if they want to start, you know how a league goes, man. When the league starts in the NBA is about their money. As soon as they start seeing the fans don't like one thing, come next season they change the rule, and literally, I'm always surprised as a fan myself. I don't know y'all,
but biology is not gonna let the game evolve.
The biology, see, that's the part. See, when men they give that rule off season, next season that shit has changed. But you know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. The biology.
It's the biology, bro. It's not going to biology. They can't be biology because there's not going to be a group of women that... Because back when the NBA first started...
it was trash.
It was trash. Niggas wasn't able to dunk.
It took about 20, 30 years to get where they're at now.
It took about 40 years.
Okay. The women, it might take
way more faster now.
It might take 80 years just for us to see a woman dunking on another woman. But we still see them dunk.
We don't need them to play exactly like men. We need it to cater to what the people like the most, the quickest. Yeah. So right now people like in shootouts. Mm-hmm. So are they doing a shootout back and left? Is everyone can they go for within one season? Because now almost everyone's shooting, high school, all that. So we can see
if it was a bunch of Steph Currys, then you would be like, yeah, it's interesting. But there's only one Steph Curry, and she can't even get her shot off now because she's getting beat up.
Yeah, so if they can take an off season and come back next season, and everyone becomes Steph Curry. You know how like the NBA did.
Yeah,
you know, like almost everyone became a season off. Like everyone became a shooter.
Yeah,
then the league will change.
That definitely took a couple seasons.
Yeah,
everybody wanted to be like Steph.
Yeah, because that's what when that's to start paying the bills, when the plays start drawing up the thing. That's what people want to see. Simple as that. If people want to see a shootout, people come and see a magic show.
The thing is, like Juno said in that instance, it's the biology. Caitlin Clark literally shoots like a man. She shoots. Her form looks like Kobe when she shoots. Other girls, they shoot like girls.
But that's what I'm saying. So we'll see if
even like the best shooters, they be like shooting like girls. Like you know how the girls shoot.
So we'll see if next season or a season or two, if they're already if the whole league will change towards that way to what the people want. Because in the NBA, like I said, when it came towards the Steph Curry time, everyone started their drawing of plays different. Everyone knowing how to shoot. When it came to when they wanted to do more international players, as you can see, it's just a different way. There's like they stop when they go from different type of people they look for, whether it's just being big men to being big men that can shoot. You know what I'm saying? Everyone just kind of just falls on board. Falls in line, or everyone or start the whole league just switches that method.
Well, right now you got a couple. You got like Sabrina Ionescu. She's probably just as good as a shooter or close to Steph as we'll see in the women's game. And then you got Caitlin Clark. So right now those are the shooters. And you got Diana Taurasi. She's supposed to be out of there by now.
That lady's 40 years old. She's experienced menopause. She shouldn't be playing basketball.
That's what some people say about LeBron. They say that nigga too old, not the menopause part, but he's so old. You wasting the roster spot. Let these young boys play.
Now, here's the Houston Cameron this past week talking about he had an edge in the WNBA based on the women's menstrual cycle.
Yeah, I heard. I heard niggas talking about that.
Yeah,
you start tracking the women's cycles, then you know when they're going to be off, who's going to be off
every time, every year.
And you place their unders, and you can bet on the unders.
Easily, that's a sure thing. It's a lock. You got these women. You're gonna be good to go, which is crazy. But we should see if there's a science to that.
Mm.
How crazy is motherfuckers to track their menstrual cycles? Not even strangers, though, from abroad. Wow.
And sharing it with people.
Yeah, for betting. So that shit is thrown.
So now they got like Asia Wilson's whole menstrual cycle on the internet somewhere you can share with people.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, she got to try to purposely switch it up.
Well, there's that, and the women resync up anyways, depending on their crew. So who knows?
Yeah, she just got to join another crew and that Bluetooth connect.
Yeah, Bluetooth. Yeah, resync up.
All right, so since we're on basketball pause, have you guys been watching the finals?
The easiest championship of all time is going to be right here. People will be talking about the bubble like, oh, yeah, bubble's a fake ring. This right here is going to be easiest championship, and we're going to forget all about it because we're going to think, oh, the Celtics, they were the greatest team all year. They had the best record all year. They had the best team all year at every position. But we're not going to, 20 years from now, when we start talking about Jason Tatum's rings or ring, whatever, this ring, we're not going to mention how they ran through Miami Heat with no Jimmy Butler. Giannis hurt, Dame hurt, Embiid hurt, Randall hurt, Brunson hurt, Halliburton hurt.
Oh, we're not going to talk to how everything fell in place.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about how it was a cakewalk. It was a cakewalk for them, and they still struggled because they didn't look good. They didn't look good in a lot of these games that they won against. They didn't look good against the Cavs. They didn't look good against the Pacers. They won. They didn't look good. And now, luckily, the Mavs, trash ass, beat one of the best teams in the league, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And now we got to watch this damn sweep happen. A team with two players, Kyrie and fucking Luka. Luka don't play defense. Kyrie don't play no defense. Luka's even worse than Kyrie when it comes to defense. I see whole highlights of this dude Luka just out here just standing around,
getting blown
by, lost. Too easy.
Yeah, man. So you're calling it a sweep? You don't think they're gonna win one?
Nah, I thought if they were gonna win one, they should have won game 3. After you lost game 3, yeah, you're done. In game 2, Luka had a 30-point triple-double. Game 3, Kyrie drops 30 points. If you're dropping 30, getting 30-point triple-doubles, and you're still losing, there's no hope for you. Yeah. And this was without Porzingis. And they still couldn't do it.
And at one point, Boston was up like 21 points.
Yeah. They actually came back, though. They actually came back within 3. They had like a 20-2 run. And then I think Jason Kidd called a timeout like after that 22 run, and then they started ballooning right back up again.
My thing is, who's to say that this might be their easy one? They might go on a roll out here. Maybe it's the beginning of dynasty.
It could be.
Because that's why you can't take any championship for granted. Sometimes you might luck up on one, and some years you get one off the muscle. Some years you might just get one off technicality.
Well, this one is probably the luckiest one I've ever seen. I can't think of one even luckier.
You can't let any of them slip, though.
People talk about when Dirk beat LeBron and how LeBron got beat by this old man. It was a trash team. Only good player they had was Dirk, and Dirk was old. But I'm like, they're not gonna look at it with context and see that Dirk was the MVP that year. He was literally the best player in the league that year. He actually swept the Lakers the round before, and the Lakers were 2-time champions the 2 years before, and they got swept by Dirk. Nobody's mentioning that.
I don't think anyone ever go, and nothing's ever gonna line up anyways. I don't think the year that LeBron might have won or the wins he does win, it's never gonna be. You might get 1 year where he's doing that, pull it off all by himself, but there's always gonna be when he got the one with him and Kyrie. Even that one, Kyrie could have probably been MVP near that one. Kyrie was fucking balling.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's always going to be some kind of. It's never going to just be perfect. That's why you got to get every chip you can get. 1 year you might be the one that pulled it off. 1 year might be your homeboy that's pulling the bag, but can't take any of them for granted. That way, this is even the bubble one.
And this is when Luka's gonna look back and be like, "Dang, we should have at least fought harder than what we're doing now, because this is horrible."
That's why I feel like even when players be injured, they're like, "Oh, we're about to go to injury. We're not gonna make it." Or when they be like, "Let's tank it this year to get another player." I don't get the point of tanking. If you have the chance of winning, why not ride out and get? That might be your year to slip up and sneak in one.
Nah, because some people you're realistic and you know you can't win.
Is realistic? Because that's what I'm saying. Because these are the odds that you could slip. You could slip one in on motherfuckers, dog.
You're a gambler, right? You're gambling right now. Somebody can look at Wembley and be like, Wembley's going to be one of the greatest players of all time eventually. But this team, the people that are around him right now, cannot win a championship because they could barely win games. So why even try? Why not just tank and then you get 2 first round, 2 number ones back to back, and then you could build off that.
And then here's another thing. This is speaking from the unseasoned sports watcher, which is I think our views don't get shown enough, apparently, because the seasoned sport watcher gets more than enough. We got ESPN. It's time for us casual fans to have some questions.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Yeah, for us casual fans, we have some questions that need to be answered. So one more people saying is the fact that almost like you guys kind of have an idea who's going to be the next GOAT or these guys are going to go. No one believes that there's going to be someone that's going to retire with no chip.
What do you mean?
Like, you don't think like in order for someone to be a GOAT like a LeBron or anything or like a Jordan, a lot of people don't get a ring under your watch if you're going to have a long, successful run. You know what I'm saying? Or we can predict which guys that we know, man, by the time he retires, he got at least one or 2 more chips on him.
But a successful run just means you got like 3 rings, 4 rings.
Oh, but what I'm saying is, okay, here's what I'm saying. You know some people, okay, who you be like, if you didn't watch NBA for the next 10 years, you can guess this guy's going to get like at least 1 more chip in the next 10 years. Yeah. There's some players or some team you just be willing to guess. Is there? I'm saying there's kind of some systems that you're like, oh, this guy's gonna get at least 1 more.
Yeah,
he's young enough.
Yeah, for sure. You know there's certain people.
How many of those people that we also didn't see that came out of nowhere is there nowadays that were like that we didn't take account for? But like the system didn't even count them in. They're kind of almost like a fan favorite. They're kind of like breaking through.
No, there's some people that we know are for sure going to get rings because those are the bus drivers. There's some people that we think they could possibly get a ring, but they're going to have to join a team like a Halliburton or something. Halliburton is a good player, but I don't see him being the guy to lead a team to a championship. I could see him joining someone else, and then we'll be like, okay.
You know who came to be like a surprise one to me when I back as a casual fan? It was back in Toronto.
Kawhi?
They won that. No, not Kawhi. Kawhi was his the other short guy. He might have ran
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry. That was out the blue. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he had to read after. And then after that, they end up going. He's played like 3 different teams since then. But I'm just saying. But he became like a out the blue superstar. Like I'm saying, that's like a breakthrough where they didn't see. And it wasn't until that season that we say, oh, then going forward, it wasn't like it was just a one-off.
Yeah, when you join greatness, great players make you even better.
So it's not like just a spark, one season spark. It's like now that they're in the highlight on these motherfuckers, stay balling. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that get one season, they pop, and we're like, that's it.
Like Jeremy Lin.
Exactly. Like the Lin Sanity bullshit.
Yeah.
They flame up and they out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but somebody like Kyle Lowry, I feel like he's always been a good point guard. He's just not going to be the point guard to get you a championship. He has to play with somebody great like a Kawhi, and he's going to be a good number 3, number 2, whatever.
Even the Kawhi Leonard, the NBA seemed like they propped him up like he was going to be the great GOAT, that, and the third. And look how fucking thing he fizzled out. They did make it seem like he was the fucking LeBron answer, shit like that. He's a LA.
Yeah, like he's a LeBron stopper, but he's not charismatic enough to be.
Yeah, of course. But it wasn't only charismatic, it's the fact that nothing's came since then. So it's like that.
But now we have things. Now we have Ant-Man. Now we have Tatum.
Tatum was one that we were worried about at first, and you thought he was a flop. But as we're about to see, he's clearly one to worry about. I mean, even if he gets it off the back of this guy,
we'll see.
He's about to get his chip. You said
who do you think is going to be MVP of this finals?
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, who early on was the NBA's highest paid player at one point, and people was thinking it was kind of crazy. Now he's worked for it. You know, he might be the actual smartest guy in the NBA, though.
Yeah, I've heard that.
That motherfucker's like MIT graduate, super smart, fucking supposed to be working for SpaceX, some shit like. He's like fucking geek. So, and he does all that and still plays in the NBA and all that shit.
And wasn't he fucking Brittany's Burgos?
God bless him.
Yeah.
See, God, this nigga winning in every aspect of like how much?
No, but I just seen him on like a recent interview and he's like saying something like, I'm single.
Yeah, but that's what I know. I knew Bernice Burgos and him was fucking 40 around.
Years old. What you want him to be?
Well, if they're dating, I'm sure they were dating at one point, but he just made it clear that he's not dating nobody no more. He said he's single.
He's a genius. Didn't I tell you? I just say he's a super genius. So this is your typical NBA. This is MIT. This is an actual genius.
So the rest of the world knows that you're dating somebody, but you're just gonna lie to us and say I'm single.
He's telling you what he tells her. This is what y'all don't see. You're seeing a single man out here, and y'all just seeing him with. That's all he's telling her. You're like, y'all ain't doing the math.
Okay.
You got options.
I don't know where I got the source from that told me that Bernice Burgos and him were dating, but that person must have lied to me then.
You like Bernice out there telling the lies. Well, yeah, it'd be crazy that if he gets a chip this year too.
We just said he's going to get a chip.
It's looking like he's about to get it. It's looking more like it.
Yeah.
You think it's about to be a sweep or it's going to be a gentleman? You think?
I think it's going to be a gentleman sweep. I don't think they're going to win Game 4. They're going to go back Game 5 and win in Boston.
I don't see what they can do to stop the Celtics.
Now, whose fault is it? To me, this is what's Davis' fault.
Who? Jason Kidd?
Kyrie. The system's always against him. And when he had the chance to finally beat the system, this is his chance.
This right here.
Always does.
This would have been a perfect story.
It would have been perfect.
For
even like they doubted me, nigga. I came back, got it off the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I shot myself in the foot for leaving that team, this is my point back. This is my thing back. Every time he gets a chance back, he's blown it.
And he gets to say that I won a championship without LeBron.
And I got it my way. Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets it, and that he might not ever get to tell that story.
Yeah.
And every time you get a chance at bat, he's blown it. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is his chance to even go around. Pause.
Blowing backs is crazy.
Listen, yeah. I said at bat, blowing that. It's every chance he gets a chance at bat.
Oh, okay.
But either way,
he's blowing it. God damn.
Listen, either way, I don't see the answer though. You know, the league don't want him to have that story. It'd make a badass redemption arc.
Yeah. They wouldn't. Yeah, they don't want to see that. They want to see Kyrie lose. They don't want to see the Mavs lose. They don't want to see.
They don't want to see him lose, but they don't want to see Kyrie win.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't want Mavs to lose.
They don't want Luka to lose.
Yeah, but they want Kyrie to win.
They just want Kyrie to win. Yeah. They don't need that narrative out there. Exactly. And if Kyrie was out on injury for the season, they'd be perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if it went back, they don't need that guy winning. Not right now. Not in this environment. And he's just, the shit is crazy.
Kyrie Irving might be the best. You know what? And I'm going to say Scottie Pippen. Who do you think is the best number 2 of all time?
Best number 2 at all time.
I'm going to give you some options. Kobe, he was number 2 to Shaq. Scottie Pippen, he was number 2 to Jordan. Kyrie to LeBron. And who is let's stick with that. That's got to be the top 3 right there anyway.
Pippen.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same.
And you know why?
Why?
Because Pippen couldn't lead a team to championship, right?
He could not, yeah.
He couldn't lead a team on his own to championship.
Mm-hmm.
But as a number 2, he got there 6 times.
Yeah.
Because Jordan never won without Pippen.
Yeah.
So he got there 6 times as a number 2. And when he's number 1, he failed.
So Jordan is the best number 1 in the world. Pippen is the best number 2 in the world. In my opinion, LeBron James is the second best number 1 in the world, right behind Jordan. And he got there with Kyrie. With Kyrie is the
best number 1.
It could be made, but I'm just gonna go with the consensus and say LeBron is the best number 1.
You're saying LeBron's the number 2, number 1.
You said number.
Yeah,
he's the best behind Jordan.
The best number 1. I'm saying he could be best behind Jordan because he gets there without nobody. Jordan can't ever get a chip without his number 2.
LeBron's always had a number 2 for every ring.
But it could be any number 2.
Yeah,
Jordan can only get it with one specific number.
Okay, but we could make that same argument
with the best number 2, not the specific, the best number 2.
It requires him the best number 2.
Yeah,
you see?
LeBron doesn't require
any number 2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because he's won it with AD, LeBron, with Wade, and Kyrie.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
so it could be any number 2.
The same thing can be said. The same thing can be said. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
the same thing can be said about Kobe Bryant.
As he didn't have the best number 1. Shaq is not even top 5 all time.
Of what?
Basketball players in the of ever. Shaq is, let's not be.
They put Shaq in his own category. Shaq, the most dominant.
Dominant. But when you think top 5 greatest players all time, number 1, 2, and 3 is not Shaq. It's most people's 1, 2, and 3 don't change, and that's
my
Kareem, Jordan, and James.
I mean, Kobe won some without Shaq though, so that's why you can't argue the same.
I think Kobe was a great number 2, but he was also a great number 1.
Yeah, that's what I was That's why I was making the comparison with Pippen.
It could only be a number 2. But he was the best number 2 there was.
That's why I say he's the best number 2, because that's the only thing he can do to be successful.
Yeah, he's better at being number 2 than Kobe was better at being number 2.
Yeah,
because if Kobe could have been a better number 2, they probably could have got more rings together.
Oh, could they? Fucking easy.
But he out there snitching on my dog. He out there telling my dog he need to get in the gym. Just let my dog rock.
Ego.
Yeah. People was talking about Kobe Bryant being the next logo for of the league at some point.
The logo. Speaking of the logo, the actual logo is that Jerry West passed away at the age of 86, and he was the actual logo.
Still is the logo. Yeah, for the NBA. All right.
He just died. The logo can't change for another 10 years.
That's the rule?
Because he just died.
It's not a rule, but that's what Juno's saying.
They should have did it before he died. If they was going to change it to something Kobe,
Yeah.
They should have did it before Jerry West died. Because the man can't
die. Now he can't say nothing about it.
The man can't die, and next season y'all change his logo
to somebody else.
It's like y'all really trying to erase that nigga.
But if what would have been perfect,
erase all memories of that nigga.
What would have been perfect is if while he was still alive, we'd be like, okay, this is what we want to do. We want to change Kobe into the logo, and I guarantee he would have agreed with it, and then it would have been fine.
He would have.
But now ain't nobody gonna change the shit after he's already gone, unless he wrote in his will, it's fine, change it to Kobe or whatever.
So they had an agreement with him that they can't change it? I don't get.
No, ain't no agreement. It's just it's iconic.
Okay.
It's iconic logo.
You ever see the WNBA's logo?
What is it?
It's similar to the NBA logo, but I think it's a
Isn't
girl,
it a woman jumping?
Yeah, it's like somebody doing a layup. But I don't know who the girl is, though. It might be Lisa Leslie, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. It might be. Because that logo is fairly new compared to the first one they had. So Lisa Leslie would have been in the... How long was Lisa Leslie in the league? Was she there since day one?
She was there since day one, for sure. I remember day one. I remember day one. I don't remember exactly.
I'm gonna call Cap.
Okay.
Cap.
I remember year one. How about that? I remember Rebecca Lobo for sure. I remember Cheryl Swoops. I remember Lisa Leslie. There was a girl with big lips. Red. She always had red lipstick on. I forgot her name. But I remember her too. Yeah, I remember some of them players. The OGs.
Thank you, Capping, bro.
No, I don't. Yeah, I guess. You could believe what you want. I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate for women's rights and all women's rights to do whatever they want to do.
I don't know how we end up on the deep dive on.
I'm looking for the cap button, but I can't find it. You
because there is no cap.
You see, what you look like your boy Thugger might get off on this case, bro.
The YSL.
Yeah, someone's gonna have to get fired over there in Georgia, dog.
Yeah, I saw that. You saw how the lawyer, his lawyer called out the judge for doing some foul shit.
Yeah, doing some kind of secret meeting. And
secret meeting with the DA.
The judge instead of denying it, the judge talking about where did you hear that from? You got to reveal it here. People like, listen, man, instead of saying it's not true, or you got to reveal it. If you don't reveal, I'm gonna hold you in contempt. So I'm not gonna hold it. And he actually had the nerves to do the contempt. Don't deny the claim of the fact that you're doing the secret meeting. You rather charge me from actually asking the question.
Yeah, don't size me like that. Don't disrespect me in front of my people like that. Yeah. Asking me some shit like that. Now he got to go sit down for how many days? 20 days, right?
20 days.
Yeah. It's like he's like, where you heard that from instead. That's what's crazy. I hate to see it, man, but judges have so much power anyways, but pretty much people forget that. I hate to see it. You're basically I think this man, even if he gets found guilty, he got plenty of good grounds for appeal.
Is there not a system we have like where people can like judge the judges besides like waiting to like
it's called vote them elections.
Out? Yeah, I'm talking about besides that. I'm talking about like while they're voting, like we elect to put them in, but while they're in there and they're doing crazy shit like this, or say they're doing some crazy shit and then a lawyer questions them and they just hold the guy in contempt. Who puts that guy in the check? Because it's like
a judge. There's no one to really put a judge in check. That's how powerful they are. You gotta wait when it's time to the election come around. That's the only time you can hold a judge responsible.
No, that's crazy.
Charge basically. The motherfuckers, they have.
Once he's elected, that guy's a superpower. He's a superhero.
Yeah, that's why you gotta have. Yeah, they judges' power. And their shit's brought. You've had times where the trial goes to trial, the jury finds you not guilty, and the judge can throw out your not guilty verdict and says you're guilty, and then you go into jail?
Yeah. So what's the point of the 12 jurors and all this?
It's still
deliberation.
If the judge allows it. He's allowing the public to participate as the system is. He's still got to accept it.
It's really just for show.
It's really just for show because really it's his judgment because he gets to read. He's still like, hey, we're allowing you to judge. These are the rules you like to play under. But ultimately, it's still his rule that supersedes that court.
Really, just wasting my time, making me do all this.
It's so broad, which is crazy like that. You know what I'm saying?
You got the final word. Let me just. What do I need to do jury duty for?
Yeah, I got a homeboy in jail right now. I say, bro, there's people in here that they got found out guilty. They're in jail with me right now. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, not guilty. And judge overruled they shit. You're guilty.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like that shit. You're like when you're dealing with federal, these motherfuckers don't lose. So it's different level. That shit is crazy. So, but it's crazy to see a judge like that because you might be a great judge and you had a great perfect record, or you might have railroaded plenty of motherfuckers without the public knowing. But now that you have the most expensive trial in public and you're before the public eye, don't go out like this, dog. Don't crash out your history. This is no different than that dumbass lady that was over here overseeing Meek Mill's case when the prosecution wanted to give Meek Mill's less probation or wanted to just get him off probation, and prosecution agrees with it. The defense agrees with it, but here the judge is out here throwing, no, I don't want that. You're supposed to be the idle party, you know what I'm saying? But remember what happened there? I think she ended up losing her seat, whatever it is, remember?
Yeah, she did.
Meek, so.
Yeah, Fannie Mae is going to follow in the same footsteps because
when you overshoot, yep.
I think he going to end up winning. It's going to be a mistrial.
I mean, she's the one responsible for Trump's one too, ain't it?
Yeah.
So she won Trump's one though.
No, Trump lost. Trump's hasn't gone through yet. Trump's was the hush money.
Trump just got found guilty
for hush money.
Yeah, but what charges was she doing for Trump?
She's doing the election stuff.
Okay,
so it's a whole different case.
Okay, so he's still different. Okay, so you got the hush money. Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, bro, it's a shit show at that YSL thing, bro. The judge is doing foul shit. Like I believe if the judge and the DA are having secret meetings about the case,
this nigga's gonna walk free. They doing too much right now.
Yeah,
here's what
that
happened.
means they're colluding behind doors. And when his lawyer calls him out on the collusion, that nigga try to force him to tell him who his snitch is, and threw that nigga in jail.
See, when Nate's be talking about throwing the jacket on people, although no, not the jacket, the people, the public opinion, and being able to railroad somebody, they're not going to be able to railroad because the public opinion is not swayed against him right now, and we're seeing all this nonsense that's going on between the judge and the DEA, so he's going to walk away freely.
Yeah.
Well, what happened is that judge isn't like that judge called out the state before as well when the state tried doing shit like last minute introducing evidence that they didn't pass to the other side before, and he's like, well, you got to tell us how you got it, this and that. You say like, or I'm not gonna let it in. You guys done this too many times before. I've introduced stuff after stuff that's supposed to be suppressed. We've let it. And I've done it a couple times for you. I've let y'all shit in last minute.
God damn.
And I lost.
What happened?
Nah, my bad, bro.
It's a long ass pod in general though. Fuck what's worse.
No, it's not that, bro. How much is your light bill?
Well, I'm at the fives though. Shit is steep.
500?
Hell yeah. Where you at?
I don't know. I don't pay light bill. I don't even see what that bill look like.
That shit at least $5, dog. You know,
God
summertime
damn.
Should be steep, dog.
I just saw my light bill on my phone, bro.
Well, yeah, you got solar panels, so you got to be at least 200, maybe.
Yeah, I'm usually hanging around 194.
You see?
Even with the solar panels?
That's with solar panels.
That's because I have a kid. When it was just us two, we was getting credits. We didn't have no solar bill. It's because since we had the baby,
24/7 AC, yeah.
Yeah, it changed the nigga increased the bill by almost $200.
I guess, yeah, because our house.
Without the baby, he could have just leave the AC off upstairs, just stay downstairs all day, shit like that. Keep all that.
Oh yeah, our should be on like at 79 all day until we're ready to go to sleep. That should be at 79, 78 all day.
Yeah, when the kids are home during summertime, man, that shit spikes up, though.
Yeah, bro, that shit is crazy. But go ahead, Nate. I'm sorry I threw you off of your course. You was on some tangent. Again?
Some tangent. We need to be wrapping it up soon. It's late.
We can just wrap it off on the cliff note on that. I don't give a fuck.
Cliff note. Let the motherfuckers come back. If they want to know.
Give them the second one. One episode. You just pick up with it. Let's just pick up where you left off at.
Yeah, free Young Thug.
Yeah, man, free Thug. It looked like he's gonna be free one way or the other. As fucked up as this case may be.
Yeah, and Thugger gonna be home. Thugger coming home.
Meanwhile, your boy out here still selling out shows. All that hating y'all boys are doing, he's still selling out shows this past weekend. Gunna, people saying his concert was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Gunna came out with some fire music since this bullshit.
Fire music. He's been he in the gym in tip top shape.
This narrative that the culture be trying to push on no snitches and stuff, it's not really a lock. It's not a solid everybody in consensus with it. Some people be trying to push it, but other people just be like, we want good music.
Yeah, you gotta definitely keep the music going because Gunna didn't respond to nobody, just kept dropping music.
Yeah.
And the fans are fickle enough to do it and roll with it. That was smart. I feel 6ix9ine played himself, though. He should still just be dropping
fought
music.
about it too hard.
Yeah,
this whole taking a hiatus shit, not coming back. He needs to just be dropping music and keep it going, keeping controversial. But
yeah, that's where Gunna didn't mess up. He just started pushing out music as soon as no type of clapbacks to nobody, just putting out music.
Yeah, just keep hitting it, and then you till you catch one. So
he caught one right away. His first one was a hit.
That fuck you mean was fire. Yeah, that was out the park when he and he's still dropping bangers now. So and then he went back. Then after that, go get it in shape. So he look. Rap artists don't even get in shape till they're ready to go back on tour. Like he about to get ready to go on another run. So we'll see. One thing though is when Thugger come back, he's gonna be fucking out of here.
What you mean?
The fanfare and celebrity. Man,
oh yeah, for sure.
He could put out straight trash, but it wouldn't matter. He got enough connects that I'm sure Metro gonna find something to make a banger.
I'm the first one to buy new Free Young Thug album after he's released. Whatever he drops, I'm buying that shit. I'm not even streaming. I'm gonna buy a copy, bro.
So Thugger definitely gonna come back off a legendary run off that.
What's that on your wrist, Swerve? Huh?
Apple Watch.
Nate, you see this shit, Nate?
He's doing good.
Yeah, nigga got Ultra 2. Y'all broke ass niggas still on Generation 8 and shit. Fuck out of here. We doing big things over here, nigga. Big bezel.
Big bezel.
Big bezel. Big active button on the side. Now I just need to start hitting my goals every day. I sent y'all invitations. Some of y'all didn't request.
You got goals now?
Yeah, I got goals. My goals, I got my shit set at 900 calories. I got 30 minutes of workout a day, and then that standing is like at 12.
Yeah, that's the standard.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody. They're like, it doesn't go higher than 12. You can't put it up higher than 12?
What, standing?
Yeah.
I don't know. But you standing.
I thought you said standing. You said that's a standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't change nothing. I think when the watch turned on, everything was set like that.
I know. That's the standard.
But I'm hitting the standard
goal. You know how long we had Apple Watches? We not new to this. We true to this, bro. You 10 years late.
But I'm already reaching my goals every day. What I was telling Nate is I was like 10 years late and my shit and my watch is no different than the first watch that came out. 10 years later. Barely. Design updates. This shit ain't doing nothing crazy that the first watch didn't do.
The thing is, though, what I wish that they could have with the Apple Watch is if you didn't, you could have other ways to wear it. If you didn't want to wear a watch that day, I know you're laughing. Like,
trying to reinvent
he got
the
some
watch.
nerves. He wants the watch and not just be a watch. But I know you feel that way. Let me cook. Some days you don't want to wear your watch. It may not go with your outfit. But you still love the, because when you don't work out and when you have the watch on, if you work out without the watch, you're like, did you even really work out? If you didn't record it, or you might have walked it. Then that day you might have had on a classier attire or dress clothes, and you didn't want to wear a formal watch, but you still want your steps to be counted, or you still want to check in on the information. So can I have the watch? You know, some people have put the Apple Watch on like their pendant on their chain. They can change the picture. I don't know if you've seen people do that.
Yeah, those people look like weirdos.
Yeah.
Nah, it's almost like you could slip it in a pendant on the chain, just the fake. You know, take off the thing, and there's like a.
And you're wearing it on your chest.
And it just
like a necklace.
It's like a necklace, and it just becomes like a little thing.
Yeah, that's weird.
It don't have to. Maybe you could tuck it on the inside. I'm just saying, maybe if you could just that way, you could still store your information.
I guess if you
could go back later and put it from your cell phone or something. But really, I do know that as long as your phone's not on you, when it's not on you, it's not tracking it. Your information.
The phone and the watch should be able to track your steps.
Exactly.
So if I'm not wearing my watch, I have my phone in my pocket. I should still be able to count those steps.
You can, but if you're doing anything else, you can't. It doesn't allow you to go back and update it on the watch. I think you could go back and punch in information as far as calories and stuff like that for health reason if you're tracking it, but I don't know what it's. I don't think it lets you go back afterwards. And on top of that, the other issue with the watch is I'd like for it to allow other apps on there.
Yeah, it only has like the basic.
Yeah, they don't. They made it very.
Fitness.
Yeah.
I got a lot of apps on my watch. What y'all talking about?
I got a lot of apps too.
There should be way more apps in there. There's not that much apps on there.
Yeah, these are like basic. This is the stuff this is like mostly like control center stuff. Calculator, walkie-talkie, find my people, phone, music, photos. This is just regular basic stuff. A bunch of fitness stuff, settings.
Like automatically, it should be a walkie-talkie button right on that bitch. Just.
That's what this little active button should be for.
It works, right?
What, the walkie-talkie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I tried it with my wife's watch.
You can walkie-talkie to the person?
You have to, but there's no walkie-talkie button though. You actually just have to.
They've always had a walkie-talkie icon on there. That shit never worked.
It does work. I used it before, Nate.
How do you use it?
No, you don't. Because look, you click on the icon, it just shows you this list, and you click on it, and it just says walkie-talkie is available.
Yeah, you have to set up the walkie-talkie on your phone first.
You see what type of bullshit I mean?
And then it'll give you the contacts that are available on there, and you can walkie-talkie to people.
Yeah, but how do I reach them with the watch? There's no button. I actually have to go into the app, into the thing, look for the walkie-talkie app, hit that, and then find
Once
people.
you set people up, that's when you'll see their names.
They need to make this button right here, walkie-talkie button. So as soon as I hit it, the walkie-talkie button list pops up, and then I can go straight to their name. Boom, hit it again. I'm walkie-talkie.
Not only that, I've seen watches that they're able to put their Apple headphones right into the watch to back up and charge and shit like that. They might need to do that, integrate that. The Apple AirPods are saving. You know what I'm saying? Where the case of the AirPods will charge the watch. Either that, or they had the ones where like it was kind of like a more bigger watch, but the earbuds went inside. Okay. They slipped inside the watch to recharge. Okay. As their home in a sense, you can't have it. As we do it, and then on top of, like I said, we're doing a lot of doubling down on technology. Anyways, that watch is basically just another phone. It does everything your phone do, right? Yeah, well, I don't. So now you just got 2 cell phones, and then now you're about to have a smart glasses that can also do calls. There's 3 cell phones, and then your car can do it. That's 4 cell phones. We're redundantly paying for. We basically pay for the same shit over, and your car has some of the same features on it. If not, you can connect to it and make it do the Apple CarPlay, and it has the same interface. So it's like your same cell phone all over the place. Yeah, it's just now it's literally everywhere. So I can't say I don't have my
which is my access to the rest of the world, it's always going to be with me.
Yeah, so
whether
now you can't lie to people and say I didn't see your message.
Yeah, you're right, because you called me, and usually I wouldn't have even seen that. I was riding around the forklift at work, but Juno's phone call from. Well, I had my headphones in too.
Exactly. See, Swerve,
welcome to the future.
But I've been had my headphones. Stop it. I've been had my headphones. Anytime somebody calls me,
he never heard a digital voice just come out of thin air talking about a phone call from me. Like, hold on, hello, the fuck is that?
Yeah, the watch didn't do that. I've been had headphones forever.
Well, you say
it's just now I have my phone always on me. I can answer it from my watch instead of being like, oh shit, well I left my phone over there, so I can't answer the phone. Well, even then I can answer it because all I got to do is
welcome to the good life, nigga. I've been telling you for how long?
Sorry,
I don't know.
You know there's Apple Pay on the watch too, right?
Yeah, I know. I just used it today. You just hit that bitch.
Look at that nigga looking like James. He at the store looking like James Bond, putting his watch up and paying.
Yeah, niggas like me crazy. That nigga paying with his watch. That nigga's from the future. He's in the year 3000. That's crazy.
Classic. More recommendations y'all boys got for the week, man. I got a good one.
Go ahead. What is it?
My recommendation is American Fiction.
Yeah, you sent that in the group chat. I saw that movie before, though. It's a good movie.
You didn't watch it, you know?
I watched the first half because I started watching it today when I got home from the daycare. When I remember to start watching it, so I got the first half in. I'm at the part where he introduces the Maxine to his mom.
Okay, that's not her name.
But you know who I'm talking about.
I know Maxine, yeah, from Living Single.
That's where I remember her face from. I could not put my finger on that. Hold on, I remember it from.
But the funniest part so far is when that nigga's trying to be the tough black guy, and then he hears the alarm. He hears the sirens.
He gotta run. Yeah.
He just got up and ran looking for his mama, talking about mommy.
The thing is, the white guy believed it. Thought he ran
out.
That
guy's like, man, that guy's real. That guy's
exactly. That shit is hilarious.
So yeah, that's my suggestion for the week. That American Fiction.
You didn't give no type of synopsis or what it's about.
It's about basically a black writer. He's writing all sorts of stuff. He's one of these guys, as you know, this pod would probably call him racist because he's like me when he's like he don't really subscribe to color like that, or he doesn't really see racism. He knows what y'all fustering over, but he don't see the big deal about it. You know what I'm saying? He rather write his interests and everything else like that. And of course, he's a genius writer, but of course, motherfuckers ain't looking for genius. So he decides, since the rest of the world's so lucked up on racism and stuck on that, let me play into it and play a trope.
Yeah.
And playing into it, he gets rich off it. Like people that do know that the rest of us, the rest of y'all that got stuck on it, those that can see the ropes, they said, I'll play into it and I'll get rich off it. And that's as soon as he decided, think it was as a joke, he got rich off of it. Actually, for real.
Trying to write like a stereotypical black story.
Yep. But even within his own stuff, you could see like his own little, I don't want to say racism, but there's still classism there. You know what I'm saying? There's still the black stories that he thought was stereotypical. Even when he heard it, he felt like other people were playing it. I felt like Issa Rae's character did a good part of explaining to him that even though she's not from there, even though hers might have, she felt was pandering, but she was like, there's other people that do live like this in general, and there's nothing wrong with me trying to feed my base. How come it's only when black people do it is it an issue? But it's a solid movie that shows different dynamics as far as the black experience, especially upper middle class type.
It's on you, Swerve, because this week I ain't got not one recommendation.
Well, I had a show I started watching called Baby Reindeer, and I think it's based on, well, it is based off of a true story about
a human reindeer kid.
No, baby reindeer. Baby Reindeer is the name that this woman called this guy, like a pet name, Baby Reindeer. But she is a
that sounds insulting.
Is that the one, the comedian, the nigga fucking being?
Yeah, he's a comedian, but she's a convicted stalker, and she started stalking him.
Yeah, I see. This shit is trippy. Yeah, I'm in the beginning of that one. Yeah.
You started? Oh, you haven't watched it? Oh, you gotta watch it. It's just crazy.
I'm in the beginning. I started. Yeah, it's crazy.
It kind of like
he being a nice guy, and she just out here reading into it more and more.
Yeah, but it kind of gets dark too because there's some sexual assault stuff that happens. It's crazy.
Yep.
Well, baby deer got graped.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even get to that part. Jesus.
Bad.
Jesus. Not to make fun of him. But
Yeah. Rape is not funny, guys.
All right. Yeah, I'm supposed to sign us off, dog.
I was waiting to see if one of y'all was gonna do it.
I don't do that. You know, people act like people don't have roles. This is your role. Your role is to sign us in, sign us out.
All right, let me not act like a woman and think we should all be equal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, be professional.
Y'all know what to do. Hit us up on That's a Sir Pod on Instagram. That's a Sir Pod on Twitter. That's a Sir Podcast on Facebook. And you can always drop an email at that'sasirpodcast@gmail.com. And you know the phone line is still open, but we got something even better. All you got to do is look through the show notes, click on leave message here, and you can leave us a message. We'll get you featured on the pod. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's right.
And we out.
Oh, yeah.